Hey, David, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Weekend, what happened?
Yeah. I went on the road. This is the new sort of format thing.
Mhm.
So here we are. We're doing this, and it looks very similar. We look the same. My hair's
Yeah, everything's kind of
got
same.
the helmet.
Yeah.
But the weekend for me, just right off the bat, while we settle in here, I went
Right.
3 tour dates, 2 in Arizona. So, by the way, one was 113, Tucson,
Okay.
113. The BO is such a different level. People don't talk about it enough. When you get in the elevator with someone who's
No
that
one's talking
sweaty,
about it.
yeah, after 110, the BO, it reformulates and it's sickening. It's off the charts. That's one thing. Arizona, when I went to Phoenix, that was a blast. My mom came, some friends came, had such a good time. And also I forgot, everywhere in Scottsdale, someone's got a truck. So it's like Raptor. You know, you pull up next to someone and they're this high and they're like,
Yeah, they were big.
step ladder, lift kit. So it was
like a game
Hummer.
show.
Yeah. Every guy's trying to be cool, but girls don't like Hummers. So they go right back to Raptor.
Can I tell you what I thought about when a guy has no muffler and he has a truck and he starts the car? What the car is really saying is, all right, I'll see you later. I'm a man.
That's kind of how it is. They got lifted up trucks, big tires.
Hey, honey, I think I've got BO. Do you know where my tank top is? Because I like to go out in a tank top when I'm fully loaded under the
dude, it was 117 in Scottsdale the day before I got there. It's so sickening. Anyway, the trip was fun. Turns out I didn't need to wear a sweater. I wore a sweater on stage. They just brought it. I got on stage. I was like, because when you're in Arizona, if it's 117 out, they put the air conditioner on stun. So when you walk into a store or a mall, it's 41 and you need a defibrillator. It's like, deesh. You know what I mean? It's so cold. You're like, this isn't good for the human body. It's too extreme.
The store that we have is like, there's a beer store. It says don't go in there. I mean, it's a grocery store, but you open it up and it's a freezer full of beer. You walk into it.
Oh, just a freezer store?
Just like 33 degrees and you're in there. I mean, I must be a little bit above freezing. I want to ask you if this happens to you because it's kind of funny to me. So you go to a grocery store for a while and you're at the deli or whatever, and you go on the road. You're not there for a while. Do you get this a lot? Hey, where you been? We haven't seen you around. Well, kind of traveling and working and doing. Yeah, but we hadn't seen you here for a while. What's going on? Where you been?
Where you been?
Huh?
Yeah,
you ever get that?
I
Where
do.
You been?
I get it. Hey, I haven't seen you. Here's I get the opposite. You used to come into my bar all the time. I've been there once or twice.
Same thing.
You were always here every second.
Yeah.
God damn. Is that what you tell people? I was never here.
And you would drink and drink and drink.
You were you were always fucked up.
Yeah. And you got the floor mopped with you by a couple guys one night. I think they were in
always pooing your pants.
Dirt. You always shit your pants and wore an adult diaper and were registered independent.
Always.
You remember that?
Yeah.
That's the thing. This happens to anyone. It's not because we've been on TV occasionally, where you meet some of your high school days and they can photographically tell you what you said in the 70s. I said to you, I like a Buick. And you said, I'll never forget it. You like Fords. Really?
I've told this story for 30 years. You're like, this isn't even true.
So you have to agree that's what you said?
Yeah.
You saw a bird and said, well, persnickety doodle.
Yeah.
Remember that?
They go, you used to wash golf carts at the Phoenician, which I did. And they go, you were always cracking jokes. I go, no, I wasn't. I didn't know any jokes.
Has the audience noticed that I'm using this voice for every comedy bit today? I don't know why.
It kind of works.
It's just kind of fun.
Dude,
Where you been?
Where you been? V-neck going today.
You look like you're going to sing in a choir.
No, because it was a new setup. It's a new day. And so I said, I gotta dress up like at least the beginning, and then I'll go back to looking like shit. But
I know what I'm going. Your hair looks incredible, by the way. For the new show, it's new hair.
Yeah.
You know what I'm going to get you for your birthday?
Please.
It's going to go with this. You can wear it underneath.
Yeah.
A dickie.
Do they know what a dickie
is? A mock turtleneck for the people out in TV Wonder podcast.
I bet even this shirt, like if it only came down to here, but as long as you put it on and then you see this part, it's all you really need. So someone invented a little Do you pull the turtleneck on and then it's just like a half circle?
Yeah, it's a little half thing. So if you didn't have anything else, you just wear the dickie and then you're all bare. I mean, this is what you do to make this cool, and we could do it after the show.
Yeah.
I get your sweater. I take a scissor. I just cut it short sleeve, both sides, is kind of ragged, and that is the look today.
Yeah. When girls, I used to wear them. They go, "Is that a dickie?" Sweater. I go, "No, this is." And they go, "Okay, sir." That's
usually say wiener. Now, dickie may be your new. Dickie may be the way you refer to your penis. It used to be wiener for 4 years.
No, wiener. I get a little wiener heavy. Some of these shows, I say it too much, but it is funny to me. And it's very PG.
It's very second, third grade.
Yeah, it's goofy, so it's not so offensive.
No, it's very benign.
Good for corporate gigs. Well, let's bring her out. We got Julie Bowen here today.
Julie
Bowen.
Bowen.
Very excited to talk to her.
Mm-hmm.
We've had her on, and she was such a hit with good feedback that we're having her on our first show.
Ladies and gentlemen, David Spade.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Did we keep you waiting?
They're hugging.
What?
They're hugging.
Yeah.
Deep hug.
This looks good. What? Because it's a little bit of like a, what do you call that? A rascal? No, it's like a, what do you call that? Like the high faux thing.
I think it's a mullet.
Yeah, it's kind of like a mullet, but it's hipper.
Yeah, Julie.
That's really not my
Showbiz
job.
101.
David, first of all,
I think that, but I never say it out loud.
this is for you.
God damn.
2 years ago, you got mad at me. You get mad at me every year for forgetting your birthday. So I got you birthday presents 2 years ago that I haven't given to you.
These aren't books, are they?
Because you don't read.
No.
No.
I do have a book you gave me a long time ago, though.
He reads one tweet at a time, right?
I like how books look.
Yeah, well, you know what? Then you'll like these.
Mm-hmm.
Am I opening them?
No, you don't have to open them. You don't have to open them.
Is this for his birthday?
It was for, I always forget his birthday because it's like sometime
he keeps
in July.
it real on the down low.
You forget it because you're married.
I'm not married. I
no,
am
you
divorced.
were. Oh, you were, but then you can forget it
You
when
were
you're
divorced last time you were here.
I'm still divorced.
You're still
Yeah, what's
divorced.
the
Gosh,
story?
I keep getting divorced over and over
Did you get
again.
married again and divorced?
No, I did not.
You would
Who
tell
got
us.
more? Him
I got
or her?
more divorced.
Who got the money? Him or her?
How you doing, Dana?
Yeah.
How you doing, Dana?
I'll announce it. You don't have to answer any of my questions.
How is
One of you were on Modern Family at the time.
one of us was.
Okay.
This is true.
There's your answer. All right.
There you go.
Go ahead. Ask Dana a question.
I was going to ask Dana what it was like being the most relevant person ever in the last year on SNL.
Yeah.
That was fun, right?
I like that word, relevant.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you were
It was
super
interesting.
relevant.
It was interesting.
It was
Yeah.
interesting.
That's your shortest answer you've
Relevant
ever
was
given.
part of that. No, I'm gathering intellectually. Let's see. It was surreal. It was bizarre. It was at times a lot of fun.
Do you now that you know that Biden is like severely diminished, do you feel any guilt or
do you, Dana?
or insight into your portrayal?
Jesus.
Well,
good question.
This is really good, and we're going to reframe this podcast, the Julie Bowen podcast.
Now she's good. She's
we can flip it. No, but those are great questions.
She's better at it than we are.
I knew that he was compromised mentally. I mean, it was obvious.
Yeah.
But it was a delicate thing in the comedy world. There were a lot of people did not want to do anything that would kind of ding him in like an awkward way.
But it's comedy.
That's it. That's the key. If I can do Biden,
that's the idea. But
if
that's
I
not
can
what
make
everyone
Biden
thinks.
funny to everybody, then I am where I want to be. And to make it funny, it had to be recognizable.
Right.
And so there's certain things I did not include in my package. Sorry, you would do a sexual pun on that package.
Package means wiener.
Okay. So I'm trying to set him up. It's a
No.
little
By the way,
early.
wiener?
The biggest one was this. I'm not kidding around here. I'm being serious.
Yeah.
So that was the biggest one for me.
But it was fantastic. I loved it.
I think it's
Loved all of
easier
it.
to make fun of him if he's a president, if it's just a 90-whatever-year-old man. Just go, look at this asshole. So once he's president, then he's more fair game to say. But no one made fun of him forever.
No, well, he's sort of neutral. There wasn't a whole lot to until he started doing like, no, for real.
Well, they
I'm not
didn't.
kidding.
But no one did. Yeah, no. And guess what? And by the way, the fact of the matter is,
sorry.
I'm not kidding around here. Come on, folks. This isn't rocket science. And then the whole, I wrote the bill. Because I know how to write bills. I can write a bill faster than he's ever written a bill. Wild Bill, Hickok, Alfred Hitchcock, 3 times the bow charm. Ladies and gentlemen, the leader of the free world.
That is, I'm sorry, having watched SNL since I was a wee child, and yes, David, you know I love you, but that it is so crazy when you do that. It's so fun.
I fell in love with it. It took me 2 years to kind of get it and get all the different toys, I call them, on the carpet and pick them up one at a time.
2 years.
Well, because he kept stacking. But look, the first 6 months, it was just Sweet Joe.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, just
my dad lost his job. Right in this tone. Not kidding around. It's number 1, the one part. Number 2, what the guy said. Number 3, you know the drill. Come on, folks. It isn't right. So it was just that. And I thought, well, it doesn't have the pop or energy of Trump or even Obama or W. And then I heard him whisper and yell. And I thought, oh, here we go. And then the defiant 50s guy. There's no crisis of the border. Yeah, but you said, yeah, I can get your facts straight, Jack. I'll beat the hell out of you. You want to do some push-ups? You're a dog-faced pony soldier. You know, the 50s guy threatening.
Amazing.
So Biden eventually was my favorite because he had like 10 hooks.
Did he acknowledge it?
His staff came to one of the parties, middle of the night. Hey, we just got to say, I think I still have the cards. We love your Biden. Why don't you, Joe probably love it too. Why don't you come down to the White House and have lunch? It never happened, but, you know, because he said, what's lunch? Is that the thing you do before dinner?
Just watch him eat a paper bag and you got to go, hey, no one says anything. No one says anything.
So anyway, I loved it. It was again entering and exiting, but it was a real challenge to make it acceptable. And I read comments, hey man, I hate Trump, but whatever, but this is really fucking funny.
It was funny.
So that's the main thing.
It was fun.
It was funny.
All right. Well, let's start the podcast.
So let's go. I have other stuff to
more
share.
About you, David.
Yes. Now, when I first got an SNL, the church lady wasn't really full. Do you have a clock? No. Joe Dirt. They'll never take that away from you.
Julie, I have a lot of really hard-hitting questions. Enough of this fluff.
Did you just like literally pull out
We have to.
I did. Very
we have to treat you like you're a real guest.
Look at the cliff notes.
Help. It says help. Help.
It says help.
How will AI be stopped?
Yes.
Sexualized women in their 50s in
Why
movies?
are all these movies with women in their 50s being incredibly horny?
Julie Bowen - Sydney Sweeney.
Yeah.
What the?
Your son thought Sydney Sweeney was going to play the ex-wife.
Yeah, it was like, no, it was going to be the Happy Gilmore's new hookup. And he said, I heard Sydney Sweeney's the cart girl. Can I come to set?
Cart girl's a good idea.
Cart girl.
So then you knew you were the ex-wife. Is she the
cart girl or not?
I didn't know anything about the movie.
Are you still allowed to read the script yet?
There's so many things on that piece of paper. It's terrifying.
I know you're not supposed to see that.
We want to get to how.
No,
let's start with Stupid Happy Gilmore. Did you? I'm kidding.
That should have been
Picture
the title.
Adam right behind you.
He's not here.
Did he call you up and be that very whispery, gentle Adam? Julie, it's Adam here.
Yes.
Oh, I
so
thought
he
maybe
called you directly.
Oh, you want to do the hard
we
Happy
text,
Gilmore?
and he was calling me. And actually, he texted me, and I thought it was the second AD from some project I just sent because it just comes up as Adam, and I was like,
"Hey, fuckface,"
and I was like, "Yeah." He said, "What's going on?" I was like, do you have something you need to say? And he was like, whoa, rude. And I picked up the phone and called him. I was like, I thought you were the second AD from some project.
That's hitting you up 3 years later.
I'm going to make a Happy Gilmore
said, we're doing it, buddy. And we want you to be part. And I said, Adam, I don't care if I'm part of it or not. Like, I felt like he was calling to tell me that I wasn't in it.
When did you realize during the phone call, holy shit, I'm in Happy Gilmore too? 30 seconds?
Yeah.
Did you negotiate at all? I mean, what would I approximately get paid?
I didn't negotiate.
You didn't even hint at what it would be, possibly?
No.
Okay.
No, I mean, we both worked with Adam. Like,
we know him like he's my little brother from another mother.
Do you text your list of demands after when you think about it a little bit?
I did not have a list of demands. That was the craziest, most elaborate production, though, I've ever seen. There, when you have a village, like the
video village,
not video village, like the circus, where they put all the trailers and stuff.
All the time.
Yeah. It was like a literal, now you go to K Street. It reminded me of your bit about trying to get out of the MGM Grand. And you're like, you go to the second wheel and you go around twice. You wait for the sun to rise.
A town.
It was massive.
Adam Town. Did they have any cameos in the film?
Did they? I think there's.
We don't get Yahoo News. We don't know.
I don't really look at news much. I'm reading War and Peace right now. So.
I don't read about.
But
that.
yeah, it's an extravaganza.
135 people, I think, are in this movie.
Shut the fuck up. That's
but
not
they
illegal.
didn't get Eminem.
I don't know.
They did get Eminem.
Is that
How
true?
do you know
Eminem
that?
is in it because I did my homework.
How do you know?
Post Malone, Eminem, and Bad Bunny are doing cameos in the movie.
Does Post Malone play your son?
My son.
His son plays basketball. It's called Post Up Malone.
Kill you.
Wait, are you and Adam? Are you and Adam married? Did you get married in the first one at the end?
We ended the movie just together.
Right, and so now.
I think I'm only allowed to say what's in the trailer.
Yeah,
so,
just say what's in the trailer.
Yeah. I mean, we're married. We
Okay.
get kids.
Okay.
We're married with kids.
Nice.
That's like all I'm allowed
The kids
to say.
better be famous people.
Now, do you have a makeout sesh, as David
Yeah.
would say, with your husband Adam?
First day of shooting, we had a little
No way.
kissy.
Was it on camera or off camera?
It was definitely on camera.
Okay.
It was definitely on camera.
I'm not trying to stir the pot here.
No, I mean, except for that you totally are.
Julie, what
Except for-
I'll make a movie.
He said if I didn't make out with him, he was going to replace me with Sydney Sweeney.
Yeah. Well, you said Sydney Sweeney's in it.
Sydney Sweeney is in it as Cart Girl.
Is she?
Yeah, she's in it.
is.
She is in it.
So your kid was
So my
right.
kid was right.
Your kid was right.
Because that is a good idea. Cart Girl's always supposed to be some cute girl.
They never, they had like the whole cast list was coded. And like even in the hair makeup trailer, they'd be like, I mean, it was like, oh, Caddy. Oh, the Caddy's in. And that was all it was on the call sheet and everything.
Big
and then
boob
you're
Cart
on-
Girl works today.
What?
Big boob Cart Girl
I
works today.
heard that Julie, Sweeney, what is her name? Sweeney
Sydney
Todd.
Sweeney.
She had one golf cart for her breasts and one for her body. It was
I'm not.
so large.
Yeah, and
Don't
this,
even go
and
there.
on the piece of paper was women being sexualized. Now, what was that?
No,
women. I mean, Nicole
I had Sydney
Kidman
Sweeney's
is the
body-
queen of
Yes.
women in their 50s that are still incredibly horny. It's a genre.
Yeah.
She was great in Baby Girl. Is that what?
Do you think she is, though? Is she incredibly horny or is she just playing horny?
That is one of the best
Let's look at a clip.
questions that has ever been asked on this podcast.
That's a
Literally,
great
that is so
question.
exciting. Our next half hour is going to unpack
I
that.
have never met
Is she
Nicole
horny
Kidman.
or
I have
pretend-
know nothing about her. She's a great actress, but I like to imagine that she goes home and she's like, "Yeah, don't touch me." You know, she just like sleeps in like
Because
an
she's so
oxygen chamber.
sexualized.
Because she's so beautiful and so perfect in porcelain.
Yeah, yeah.
And she's like,
what about Keith Eben? Doesn't he have a right to get some
do you get a
sexual
little?
activity? I'm doing JFK as Keith Urban. Sorry, my Australian.
Is he Aussie too?
He's
Yeah,
Aussies
yeah.
too.
I don't know.
He calls it Nick. Hey, Nick, how was it today? I got beat up in a shower and fist fucked a guy.
Oh, that's Baby Girl. Did you see Baby Girl?
Sorry, we
I
might have to
haven't
cut
seen
that.
it.
I guess
That's for the crew.
Is that
of
not?
one.
That's
Is that
true.
not? That is probably not YouTube approved.
We have editing capability. You can go as blue as you want.
No, I don't think
Greg's
so.
already cutting it right now.
I do think that first of all, if I look like Sydney Sweeney, I would be naked 24/7.
Sure.
And because like eventually she'll have kids and she's gonna have to tuck her tits into her socks. And that is just true because it's really
Well,
Tit
that's gonna
socks.
trend. Tits into her socks. That's great.
but that's only after she has kids. So while she's young and gorgeous and she is and a really good actress, I don't know why everybody gives her heat because she's got
She's great.
the greatest
Yeah.
boobs that were ever made and she doesn't mind
She's
having
good.
them out
I
there.
just saw Euphoria. I don't
Mhm.
even watch Euphoria, but it was on when I was on the road. And she's
David
good.
wants to talk about his tour.
No, we'll plug it on the commercial.
He'll be in He'll
You
be
have
in
to- you have to do a,
Tallahassee,
Morongo.
July.
You have to do a
14th.
testimonial from Morongo.
Roanoke,
we're
Virginia.
going to Yamava. Good job, Julie. Yeah,
Are you going to Yamava?
yeah. See if we can, we'll see if we can get you in.
Yamava. What is this?
I don't know if I get any comps. We'll
Is
check.
this Jewish? What, Yamava?
I don't know what
Indian.
Yamava
It sounded a
Yamava
little
is a
vague.
casino out
It's,
set near Palm Desert.
it's
Further?
Are we
within.
playing that?
Yeah, that's what I just
Oh, we're
said.
playing a casino.
The two of you?
Yeah.
Together.
Together.
How does that go?
Well, he tries to follow me.
That is true.
No. I don't want to follow him. That wasn't pretty.
We've
After
done
I
him.
followed you in Indianapolis.
Yeah, we
I
did too already.
said to the sound guy, look, I know he's going a little over. Could we just like slowly bring the mic down?
Yeah, you were doing
And
extra
got him
bits.
off
Yeah.
before he did his porn chunk on an airplane.
What?
It works.
I don't know the porn chunk on an
He's got a
airplane.
very funny.
I actually got a little dirty when I was at I just played. Judy was in the crowd, my mom, and when I was in
No,
Arizona.
sweet Judy doesn't want to hear
Oh,
about
you
porn.
don't need
Judy's
it.
the sweetest woman that ever lived.
Yeah, she. I said, Mom, if you're there, I will take some stuff out, but I got to fill an hour, and I just did a special. I got to do some new stuff. Oh, I don't care. I don't know if you need it though. And then afterwards, she goes, "It was great. I should have just walked out for the last 20." Mom,
because of the porn thing
of our 30-minute set, and she's like, "That last 20 was just really
there's another
Davey.
There's a couple dirty jokes. Oh, you know who's funny? Nate. She likes Nate Bargatze.
Nate is funny.
He is funny and he's clean. It's a very
Nate
tough
is
combo.
great, not because it rhymes. Nate is
really
Nate's great.
Nate is
and
very funny.
That's another one for
Spade's got it made, not because it rhymes.
Spade's got a
Julie
mullet.
is going to fool you. No, not because it rhymes.
Wait, I had some good-
I'm kind of punchy if you haven't noticed.
So I don't know who was in this movie. It's a short answer. Because we
All
never
I know
even
is
saw
Travis Kelce.
Right.
We never.
They're not in all
You
the
would see the
trailer.
people when
Yeah.
you.
Did you ever get on Travis Kelce's shoulders? And walk
Why
on
would
the
I get
set?
on his
Just
shoulders?
to walk on the set.
Because he's a man that you could get on his shoulders.
You could
and be,
get on
and
his
be
shoulders.
safe.
No,
And he
did not.
wouldn't notice.
And you didn't notice. I could just climb right up his
Because
back.
you weigh 88.
Yeah, and I could like tuck myself in his shirt. He wouldn't have
He's
noticed.
like a refrigerator with a head attached.
He's
now,
a very large.
we just weigh in real fast. I don't want to change
Go,
the
hit
topic.
it.
Nothing.
Are they getting married? Tay, and Trav.
I don't
Are they getting married? You have 5 seconds.
know.
Are they? Oh, you pushed her.
I know.
Are they
That was her blink.
secretly married?
No.
Okay.
No way.
Why would they do anything in secret? Yeah. you're
Why?
right.
No. I mean, like, David loves marriage,
Yeah.
and he has a long
Let's
history.
go to a break.
Sorry, I need 5 minutes. Can we cut? Can we cut
David-
tape? Can we
David
cut tape?
loves commitment, and he's very serious about his faith.
Julie Louise Bowen.
And he would like to stand in
enough.
front of God and his family and make a lifelong commitment to one woman.
Yeah.
And that's why he's so fascinated with this issue with
Yes.
Tay and
Tay-Tay.
Tay and Trav.
Mhm.
But I've been married.
Mhm.
I get along great with my ex-husband. We're totally solid.
Mhm.
Marriage is is hard.
Well, without
Yeah.
It can be
being
hard.
personal, just say generally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the cause of the breakup,
Um,
or what causes marriages to break up?
In
Not
general.
yours. You don't want to be
I'm-
personal.
well,
I have some ideas.
some
on
of us are not as good at being married, and I'm one of those people. My husband was
Oh.
great, and I was just like, I was difficult,
Yes.
and I was working all the time, and I suffered the like underappreciation syndrome, and I'm doing all this, and and then you start going in different directions, and
Mhm.
yeah.
The only thing a marriage can't survive is contempt.
Is that true?
I thought
Well, I heard that of some analysis on the radio.
you heard that.
Contempt.
You heard that in your couples therapy.
No, this is what I heard. I heard about women. Let me see if you think this is
Okay,
true.
let's hear it.
No, men want to be admired,
Okay.
and women want to be loved by a man they admire. You have 5 seconds.
What the fuck? That's like it takes me 5 seconds even.
I don't even get that.
You
Men want
have
to be
2 minutes.
admired, and women want to be loved by the man they admire. Okay.
Yeah.
Did
But-
you admire
It's
your
not
husband?
quite
But
groundbreaking.
I mean, I loved him.
Okay.
Yeah, I loved, I don't know, admire. That sounds weird. Like, I mean, not everyone can be admired the way you two are admired. There's
Did you
not.
admire
Well,
me
I
when we went
admired
out?
David, and he admires me.
I
so we're
admired your
completely-
ability to bring other people along on our dates.
Julie, this isn't why you're here.
Wait a minute. What is
You-
see,
Well, when
I
you
said
go to
he
El
should
Torito,
sit
you want to
here,
bring a bunch
and
of
he
He
people.
wanted to be over
literally
there.
would always bring somebody, and then we'd be in the middle of a conversation, and he'd
That
go,
was, yeah.
"Yeah, save it for next time."
No.
He was always worried we'd run out of things to talk about. I was like, I've never had anything so
That's such a
true.
He does
lie of
do
the
that.
He
world.
does. Save it. Save it
for when we have
Save
dinner.
it for,
Yeah.
for
save
what?
it. Save it. I don't know. You're always worried we're not gonna have anything to talk about.
Guess what? We ran out.
We did not. We never ran out of shit to talk about.
See, it was good. We haven't talked for a year because now we have all this stuff.
See, we saved
No,
it.
give me this fucking
Save it.
paper.
Save it.
If you can understand it, it's yours.
No.
Save
I got-
it for our next dinner at Nibbler's.
Dana, I'm a little bit of a spendy Susie, if you know what I mean.
A boozy Susie and a spendy Susie.
Yeah, I'm more of a boozy Susie, but yeah.
Yeah, you are a spendy spender. Yeah.
And a lot of our listeners are nice enough to write in and say, you look like you drank a lot and slept on your face. But that's just constructive criticism.
Well, it's very concise. And you don't really drink very much, I'll tell the fans. But
just puffy. This is where Klarna comes in. Klarna is your everyday smarter spending partner, which is what a lot of people need. A lot of my friends definitely need it. It allows you to make smarter decisions with your money. And it's sometimes good to have a partner like that.
And I'll say it again. Klarna, which I assume is Swedish. Klarna is your smarter everyday spending partner.
Shoppers can use Klarna's Pay in 4 product to split their purchase into 4 interest-free payments.
That's right. Here's some key takeaways. Listen up, brother. Klarna offers a Pay in 4 product where you don't have to pay interest. I think that's a good thing.
You can pay with Klarna at merchant checkout, in the Klarna app, or with the Klarna card.
You can also compare prices at your favorite stores and earn cash back when you shop in the app.
They're making it effortless for in-app shoppers to get more value from every purchase. So choose Klarna at your favorite retailers or shop now at Klarna.com. CA resident loans made or arranged pursuant to a California finance law license. NMLS number 1353190.
Klarna, balance account required. Klarna may get a commission. Limitations, terms, and conditions apply.
They do.
I'm just gonna say it. It's a Klarna summer.
And Nibblers,
Nibblers, isn't that right next to Pirates of the Caribbean?
Nibblers was down on Nibblers was on. It had an early bird special. I don't remember if we ever. I think
did we ever go to Residuals?
Wait,
that's a real.
Do they have a 5 p.m. dinner?
Do you know Residuals?
Yes.
Okay,
it's a bar that people should know about in LA in the Valley, where if you bring your residual check, if it's under $1, you get a free drink.
I thought he had.
I got tons of those.
I got plenty.
And they put it on the wall.
Yeah.
But since all of mine are under $1 now, I could really clean up.
Yeah.
I got one.
There are no more residuals.
Oh, really?
I mean,
do you think the strike worked? It seemed like the whole business went.
Yeah.
No, I don't. I don't feel that it worked. Is it a hot take?
I feel like
it's
just proven that it.
Well, they were like, it was. I mean, it's so inside baseball, and probably your viewers, listeners,
they got it.
Ass.
COVID strike, all that stuff did not help.
Sometimes you lose for winning. You know,
it was. I guess we made strides in AI. But I don't know.
I think AI
is the genie in the bottle. I think there was no way to stuff it back.
But they managed to take every single show, like every network show ever that now goes to streaming. There's a very complicated math formula that adds up to 1 cent. Anyway,
so if they
all of it, it's all gone.
If they took a show like Just Shoot Me.
Let's just say
I'm not going to say Modern Family.
Show
it's too easy.
Where you were nominated.
Shoot Me, a classic
for Golden Globe, 2 Emmys.
Okay,
I let you.
Did you win?
I don't even know. I don't remember because it's all about being nominated. Let's talk about this soon.
Save it for next month.
Don't use her ammo against me.
I thought it was a good one. It's a good observation.
Well, the problem is everything she can say is going to be funny about it. So I stay quiet.
That's when we met. We met at the Golden Globes.
Oh, we did meet at the Golden Globes.
She has a photographic memory when it comes to you.
Well, I remember meeting him because he was like, "Hey, I know you."
Oh boy.
Yeah. And then
I love everything has to be a disaster.
No.
Hey, and I think I kicked you in the butt and I said, "What's up, loser?"
No, you asked me. You're like, why do I know you? And I said, no, you don't.
Yeah, from your Neutrogena commercial.
No,
you were on Ed.
I was on
Ed.
I don't even know what I was on at the time.
Yeah.
It was a long time ago.
Well, you're actually also very pretty. So you didn't really have to be on TV.
I told you I was a dog walker.
Oh.
And you believed me.
Yeah.
And then you went away. He's like, oh. And then you faded quickly into the background.
That was a true side gig until you
No,
made
I just was
trying to
like,
get rid of me.
He was like trying to go the thing where people are like, how do I know you? And you're like, that's not on me to tell you. So I was like, I don't know. Maybe I've walked your dog. He goes, I don't have a dog. And I said, well, I'm a dog walker.
Then she walked away.
Oh, okay. I'm a dog walker. It's a little seductive.
She's a dog walker.
I can make a doggy go roll around.
No.
I can make a doggy sit up and beg. I mean, there's a lot there to unpack.
I didn't go for it. I was super nice. And then I tracked you down somehow. Right?
Through your publicist.
Well, we didn't have, how else?
Any other way.
You live in New York. I lived in LA.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I remember the night you met her and you said, I met this really cool chick. And her name is Jan Beeman.
Where did you meet me?
I go, Jan Beeman?
You guys probably met at
I know where I met you. And guess well, I shouldn't even give it away. No, we don't have to give the address away. Eric Idle is now renting that house in Beechwood Canyon where I met David.
Well, who was living there
Where
at
was
the
it?
time?
Yeah.
Kevin Nealon was living there.
Oh,
I was
that's
living
right.
there. David lived there after I got SNL. Kevin got SNL, and then David got SNL.
No, I
Bob
rented
Duback.
Kevin's house.
Yeah.
While they were on SNL.
I lived in the garage to save money with my wife. We had a hot plate and no kitchen.
In the garage, the
No,
actual.
on the top of the garage.
Okay.
300 square feet. But in this house, for some reason, I got lucky enough to get SNL. They said they wanted a tall guy. I said, Kevin Nealon, he's like 6'5". So Kevin got on. David
They
stayed
wanted
in
a
his
tall
room.
guy.
It was a throwaway, but I don't think that's
Maybe
exactly
after
why
Chevy or
Kevin
something.
got it.
I
but-
mean, exactly.
Well, they had
the
me.
thing
Well,
you
Phil
tell
was pretty-
yourself when you don't get it, you're like, they were just trying to round the cast out with tall guys.
I think Lauren is at his core. It is kind of like a sitcom. Like even Jim Carrey's a genius, but you don't want 5 Jim Carreys.
Right.
You want this balance of stuff. That's the way he does
Yeah.
it. So it filled in nicely. But then David got Saturday Night
No, I
Live.
rented Kevin's room. He saw me in the improv in the hallway, and I go, "Oh, I'm getting kicked out of John Mulrooney's house." He goes,
Okay.
"Oh, you know what? I'm going to SNL. Do you want to rent a room with his 2 other comedians?" And I said, "Yeah." So I rented it. When he came home with Dana, they would tell me about SNL, and Kevin would sleep on the couch, and that's how I met Dana. And then, but it didn't cross my mind ever to go on SNL ever.
Whoa. Let's back up to you were living at John.
Mulrooney's.
Oh, Mulrooney's.
He's a comedian. You don't know.
I thought you said Mulvaney.
Was Bob Duback still there? Was Paula still over the garage when you were there?
Yeah.
Oh, so my wife lived over the garage.
Yeah.
Because I was in New
You
York.
look like
going back
3
and forth.
Danas because your wife has blonde hair.
We all were very,
Yeah.
very blonde.
And you were all named Dana.
You
All
could have
named
moved.
Dana.
I could have.
So I stayed there, and then they came back, and then eventually Dennis Miller helped recommend me. They helped, and then I was doing stand up. So and then when I got on, that's why it took me a while to get going because I just knew how to kind of write, but not write sketches.
He wrote. Yeah, he used to be my writer.
Yeah, and they go write for Dana, and I'm like,
Yeah. It was kind of weird though because
You wrote for him?
well,
That was
they
my
would ask
job,
him to
yeah.
write for me, but Lauren also said to me, "If anything happens to you, David's always there." Like he was the
Like he
heir
was
apparent.
another version of
Yeah,
you?
yeah.
Yes, and he would sit behind me and read through, and sometimes he'd pull back on my chair a little bit. Cut it out, man.
when are you leaving?
But also, we toured. He was my opener. We did stand up, and he would give me some jokes and stuff. He's a great writer.
Isn't that funny? We go out, beep, bop, beep.
Wait, I cannot imagine. I did not know you were that, like, he was literally waiting for you to, like, take a sick day.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he was just sort of being groomed.
Get lost.
Yeah. I mean, I had caught in Church Lady was my character, and then I left it at that place in Beechwood Canyon. When I went back to SNL, when I came back, I couldn't find it. I looked through the window where David was staying, and he was sitting there looking in the
Wearing
mirror,
it
dressed
in the
as a
shower.
church lady. Not in the shower, but just at a
Wait,
chair.
you were dressed as church lady?
Just vacuuming. And I go, "Oh, Dana, you're home a day
In
early."
Hollywood.
Oh, Satan. You're like-
Fantastic.
Did you
Those
have
church
early
ladies
day?
better.
I was curious about 2 things. I'm going to unpack it. One is just you as a little girl, and then you ending up being a huge TV star and a movie star and whatever star. You became a star. You're famous, and you were just a little girl.
What started it?
And so, what did Julie see? What did you watch? What toy did you have? Did you have a doll? Who were you? Because it's so freaky to become famous in acting or comedy.
It is. The odds are vastly stacked
Yeah.
against you, especially when I didn't watch TV as a child.
Oh,
What?
My
Mormon
parents-
much?
were you in Baltimore?
I was in Baltimore when we didn't have cable or any. I mean, it was like, and we weren't really allowed to watch TV except for specials. Do you guys remember that? Like
Yeah.
it would say special, and then it would spin around the sea, and it was this sort of disco kind of font. And if it was a special, we could watch it, and then we could record it. And so I had 3 movies recorded, probably on Betamax, that we watched
Okay.
endlessly. I knew every
It's the
word to.
80s?
It was Sound of Music,
Oh, God, I want to talk about that. Go ahead.
Gone with the Wind,
Never
Yep.
never saw.
Bugsy Malone.
Bugsy Malone?
Bugsy Malone was the formative, like I was obsessed with Bugsy Malone.
Which one was
Jodie
Bugs-
Foster.
Jodie
When they were
Foster
kids?
Foster,
as a
the
child,
kid gangsters.
but like a prostitute kind of like
Yeah,
she
yeah.
was Tallulah, and it was so inappropriate.
That was
her
and I
second-
watched
that
it.
was-
Oh, I was like, "There's everything is wrong
Prostitute
with this,"
role.
and I know every word to them.
And how old were you when you were watching?
Oh my God, probably like 10, between 10, like 9 and 12.
So how big a family? How many kids?
There's 3 girls.
And so during the week, you just did your homework. You weren't watching like Little House on the Prairie or Batman, or
I would watch MASH in the kitchen TV when if my mom was out, because she would be going to pick up my other sisters from somewhere, and I would be like, I would watch MASH, but I'd turn it off really fast because we weren't supposed to watch TV on school.
God, you're so disciplined. Did you ever give any guff to your parents?
No, I was
shut up, Dad.
Really, really like the perfect child. This is bad because then that makes you crazy later.
Here, you be my mom asked me, what are you going to do today? And I'll be me.
Okay. What are you doing today, David?
Whatever I want.
Jesus.
Sorry, it's a little Napoleon Dynamite.
You did not do that.
I was trying to do Napoleon Dynamite.
I'll be
Hey,
Julie.
Napoleon, what are you doing today? Whatever I want. God.
Get away from me.
Get away from me. God.
Oh. No, I did.
So you were just a goody
I'm doing my chores, then my homework.
I did.
And then you became a backseat Patty when you got to Hollywood.
What's a backseat Patty?
A prostitute?
Is that like an Irish
promiscuous
prostitute?
woman? I heard this figure of speech based on some other famous person. I always thought it was so funny. Oh, she was a backseat Patty.
I don't know what that is.
Sounds a little slutty.
I don't know. No, I was not. I was told when I got out to LA, and I had friends out here who were they were backseat pattying.
Okay.
And someone said, don't do that. You can only sleep your way to the middle. And I was like, okay.
You pulled your Penelope Prude act on LA, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Penelope Prude, backseat Patty. I don't know.
Backseat Patty, Penelope Prude. Yeah, I just, the thing that we would do, you asked like what we were doing instead of watching TV. We did plays. We put on plays in the backyard, and we did plays and plays. And
the three of you with neighborhood kids, or just the
neighborhood kids? Everybody. We did.
You built a little stage.
Yep.
Did no one get the bug as hard as you?
Who?
Did you get the bug for acting, but they didn't as much?
No, Molly, my older sister. You know Molly. You call her Trolley, which I don't know.
Molly the Trolley.
But Molly, Molly's actually a much better actress than I am. Always has been. But she didn't have the ability to like hear like no and go on auditions and people would be like no thank you, and I was tougher in that regard.
It's a fucking brutal game to get
that's
into
the thing that people miss, because it's not anyone's fault, but they'll see on TV being loose and funny or on a talk show, and they don't realize the percentage of just suffering that goes on.
It's
maybe there's
awful.
exceptions, Bob Dylan or the Beatles, but for most of us it's a slog of disappointment.
The Beatles played in a strip club for years.
You mean in Hamburg? We sat for a plunk, Julie. We sat for a plunk, and John would look at me. I look at him. It's like looking at a mirror. I can't not do it. I'm not getting around here.
My cold reading when I'm behind Okie Dog giving a BJ behind a glory hole going, did I get it?
Yeah, exactly. But there's no joy.
Poor David.
There's no joy, only relief. Like they're like, well, we're gonna have to get you. You're gonna have to audition, and then, well, we want you to audition again, then we're going to do chemistry reads, and by the time you actually get a job, you're like, you really? You still
You're
want
so
me?
beaten down.
Yeah, you are beaten down.
What was your low point? Did you like, I'm going to try to go, I'm going to Hollywood, everybody, and try to make it, and you maybe have some little something
My low point was,
where you're like, maybe this isn't going to happen?
Well,
a horrible audition. You walk out.
I was super pregnant when I auditioned for Modern Family with twins. Okay. And I'd been working, but I knew this was going to be a good show. And they just kept calling me in and looking at my stomach going like, and I was like, what? I guess by law, they weren't allowed to ask me like, when are you due? And they kept sort of looking at me. I was like, I'm never getting this job. They keep bringing me, everybody in the entire world has auditioned for this. And there was another project going at the same time, same network, and the character was pregnant. And they were like, they wanted me to test for that, and they wanted me to test for Modern Families. But I had to pick, you've got to pick which one's going to be in first position. Oh. So I picked the other show.
Smart.
Because it wasn't the better show, but I needed a job.
It's a better chance.
And I wanted a job, not to like,
I didn't want mouths to feed.
Yeah, and I was making 2 more at the time. And God bless, Steve Levitan found out and actually emailed me and was like, what are you doing? What are you doing? We really want you. And I was like, you just stand around and look at my stomach all day. He goes, when is that baby due? I said, ooh, no, there's 2 of them. There's a lot longer to go.
Oh, yes.
That's what they were trying to figure out. Right?
No, so you are pregnant, Fatso.
We just shot it the way we shot it, and I hid behind things.
And then you had a break to have them while they picked it up or something?
I had him the day we got picked up.
Okay.
Steve Levitan called me May 7th because I was in labor and I was hanging out. Being in labor, it sounds like it's really intense, but it's kind of boring. And I was like, hanging out and my phone rings and I answered it and he's like, the show got picked up and they're going to show the whole pilot. And I was like, that's awesome. He's like, any chance you can make it to upfronts in New York? I was like, I don't think so. And he's like, what are you doing? And I'm like,
shoot me up.
I'm having a baby.
Yeah.
And he was like, or two. And he was like, I'm going to go now. So, yeah.
Did you ever ask him that it got around like someone else really wants Julie? There's nothing more powerful than that in life. Than she's actually got a thing over here.
They want.
I don't know if they would have picked you anyway, but that is double your power.
What? I'm sure it helped.
Yeah.
But it was, I went home and I sobbed because then I tried to put Modern Family in first position and they wouldn't let me. They're like, it can't be done. Just can't be done. I'm like, it's the same network.
Wow.
Yeah. What do you mean it can't be done?
Can't they just hire you without?
Is this a rumor that your two boys are named Ed O'Neill?
Yeah, that is definitely.
No, I have a quick story about Jennifer Aniston.
Just want to clarify.
Jennifer's mom lived in my condos, and then I met Jennifer when she was kind of newer, but auditioning. So she had auditioned for Friends, and then she got another thing. I think it was called Muddling Through or something.
It was with Paul Rudd.
Okay, it was with Paul Rudd. Okay, and then she goes, well, she hoped the Friends one went. But I think one what happened? Did it get picked up? And then
it got, I don't remember. I just remember that they were like, oh my, and then Friends got picked up and she was like, oh shit, what am I going to do? And then it turned out to be the right thing, obviously.
It was a big hit.
Did you ever turn down something that was a hit or miss it barely?
I didn't audition for some stuff that I didn't on the page.
Friends,
I wasn't.
You didn't?
No. I didn't audition for 40-Year-Old Virgin. But it was Liz Banks anyhow. So, whenever if it's going to be Liz Banks, it's going to be Liz Banks.
She is great.
But they had little kids. And I was really busy and I was tired and I was reading. I was just like, I'm not sure I'm getting it. And then you see it and you go, fuck, you're an idiot.
So funny.
You're an idiot. It's the funniest fucking movie.
And then drove and had to blow in the breathalyzer.
What was that?
Is that what her part was?
I don't remember.
Yeah. She hits on Steve Carell. She blows the breathalyzer to start the car, and then she starts hitting all the cars.
Yeah,
was that Leslie?
No, that was Leslie. That was in Knocked Up.
Knocked
Up. It was Leslie.
Leslie Mann.
Seth Rogen.
She's great too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Elizabeth Banks is non sequitur, just so we can cut it out. She called me once in the 90s or something. She had an idea of a script where she didn't know who her dad was, and it was me.
And you were like, wait, what?
What about that?
I could do the church slave for you.
What about that Bryan Cranston idea?
What's the Bryan Cranston?
Where they were like trying to kill Dana Carvey. The whole thing was.
No, that was someone writing season 2 of the Australian guy we just had on.
Oh, who? Oh, Jim Jefferies.
Jim Jefferies had a sitcom on, and then the third season was going to be I was going to be his dad, or I was going to get killed, or something.
He was going to kidnap you for the whole season.
But did you ever really struggle? Did you eat peanut butter and jelly sandwiches and struggle to get an agent? That phase.
Yeah. No, I lived in New York after college, and I waited a lot of tables.
Okay,
a lot of tables.
Did
and I did every random job you could. I was a reader at HBO.
Mm-hmm.
I labeled teacups. Some random woman. I do anything I got hired for.
Right. Teacup label.
Other than backseat Patty it.
Backseat Patty.
I did not
backseat Patty. We got
Patty
the name of the episode.
I did not backseat Patty.
No, not at all.
But yeah, no, I definitely.
And did you ever get discouraged? Like, sort of go, fuck, this isn't going to happen for me. That's what I was trying to get to.
Yes.
Did you have doubts?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, 1,000. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, especially when I was auditioning in New York and I was just getting commercials and TV shows. I was getting commercials and like episodic, and all I wanted to be was a theater actor. I wanted like serious theater, and was never hired.
Is
not even
Sound
once.
of Music your favorite movie?
I mean, it's
favorite
a tight
musical.
It's a tight 3-way race.
Musical.
I mean,
what's the other two for musicals?
Oh, for musicals, I can't sing.
Wicked.
Never seen it. I've never seen it.
Wicked.
Is that bad? I mean, we're gonna have to go with Bugsy Malone.
I never saw Sound of Music.
Obviously,
It's wicked smart.
And you can sing.
I don't think
He can sing,
so.
He can
I can sing as Neil Young. That's the only way I can sing.
You can sing as Neil Young.
Yeah.
Can you sing as anybody else?
I think that's probably my best way to sing.
As Dana.
I don't have a voice. I don't have a face. I don't have a personality. You got to stick a nose on me or give me some voice.
I mean,
I'm a completely neutral, invisible person.
But you know who I all struck by was Ariana Grande on SNL 50 doing that. Had she every single singer ever?
Yeah,
How?
she's
How?
amazing.
And I don't think she's had, like, she looks like a waif. She looks like a tiny little waif.
Yeah,
and my
rice
Lord,
cracker.
can she sing?
Wait, was it the sketch where she comes in and sings everybody?
She sang
She does impressions. She's she's funny as shit.
She's amazing.
She does great.
I did Jennifer Coolidge with her on that show.
That's right. That was great.
And
oh my God, that was so good.
Coming
that was
through
great.
a mirror or something.
There were 3 Jennifer Coolidges.
Yeah, 3.
Yeah, because it was Chloe and
I don't know what to do.
Oh, what am I doing?
But she's kind of shy. And then by the time we rehearsed it, standoffish. And then by the time we did it on,
you're gonna have to cut that out.
No, I mean, once she knows you're not
going to, gonna murder you.
No, she's a big
a little
star.
shy. And then when she gets out there, it's like pew, power. You know.
She's incredible.
But she's not on every second, but an adorable person. We want to have her on the podcast after
Come
Wicked
on.
2.
Come on.
Mm-hmm.
After Wicked 2? Shit.
After Wicked 2. So the first time you got something where you said, holy shit, I may have a career. Is it Modern Family? Was it that?
No.
Happy Gilmore you did in 95?
Happy Gilmore was my first movie.
Oh, okay.
That was 95.
And it's a classic.
But I didn't think, at the time, it was like, I mean, it was made for barely any money up in Canada. We had it was so fun, but I didn't ever think anybody was going to see it. I didn't. I thought it was just like a little, like, I thought it was like a fun, weird little movie.
You never know. You never know.
And then you really never know.
You never know. It was Sandler's second one, I think.
Yeah, it was
what
Billy
was the
Madison.
Tim Allen movie you did?
Oh,
when you came
Joe
here for the
somebody.
premiere.
Joe somebody is the name of it?
Joe somebody. Why did you just bring that up?
Because I was thinking of movies. I was like, you came in.
I have not been in very many movies.
Yeah.
I'm not like they like me in the kitchen next to the refrigerator, waving my fingers.
Yeah.
Would you ever do a highly sexualized woman?
I mean, that's the question,
with
right?
a younger man.
Like, you think you would, you want to, I want to, but then you go, oh, people they don't want Claire Dunphy doing that, you know?
Yeah.
But
oh yeah, you do have that.
I know. But I'm trying to figure out how you shake that without being disrespectful.
Would you be embarrassed shooting like the super horny girl getting ramrodded? I watched Nicole Kidman. I was like, God dang.
Nicole Kidman.
You saw it too. You watched the whole thing 10
We haven't
times.
answered the question. Is she horny or pretending to be horny? Huh?
Did you watch it with pillows?
No,
in your
no
lap?
one's there. They can see my rod.
Oh, so like boys when they watch porn.
I wouldn't find it sexual. You mean Baby Girl?
Baby Girl.
I didn't find it sexy. I thought she's just a a actress.
She's a phenomenal actress. Yeah. But I imagine she goes home. It's like, you guys know comedians where you probably both go home and you're like, shut the fuck up. Like you're like, they don't have that
I don't want to watch
side.
comedy. I don't want to watch a sitcom. I want to watch drama or Hitler trying to take over Europe or something. I don't want,
You watch the Hitler Channel.
I'm fascinated with World War II. Yes, I'm guilty.
Don't we know everything there is to know now?
Yeah.
Like, is there really more?
I have a friend.
It's like the John Bonet case. There's a new
You can
documentary.
read 5 books just on D-Day. You can write 10 books on the Battle of Britain. You could read 12, coming from all different angles because it was the last time we had really analog secrecy in a war.
Oh,
fake dummy parachuters and cardboard tanks and even
yes, what that was.
Yeah, so it's fascinating.
And code breakers.
Yeah, the movie with Benedict Cumberbatch.
Benderdick.
Wind Talkers.
Benedict Cumberbatch.
Benderdick is his porn name.
Well, man.
Benderdick Cocksucker. You know him.
Okay, wait, that's a mic drop right there. Benderdick is his porn name. Benderdick Cumberbatch.
No,
they
didn't have TikTok, I don't think, during World War II.
In World War II. No,
they had tic-tac-toe.
They did not. They had, that's true.
The only good thing about wars is when they show like this new one. When they show them on the map, the only positive thing is then I find out where that country is.
my God.
I go, oh
You're
shit,
like,
it's right there.
Oh, really?
Hey.
I mean, this
I thought-
coverage every second. Trump may be going in. He's thinking
Well-
every second we're hearing about it. We didn't hear anything during
Yeah.
World War II. You know, Dwight D. Eisenhower, for the
they go-
second day, looked at the sky and said, "No, he'll decide in 7 minutes." You know, everything was secret.
weird, and now, and I call bullshit on.
I call bullshit.
I call bullshit on the breaking news. Yesterday,
Right.
breaking news 5 hours
You
ago.
can't say breaking news. It's
Swoop
not
right,
breaking
You've
news.
got to stop the breaking
Thank
news.
you.
It's too. You can't breaking news.
Or
Trump made a decision 12
Right.
hours ago that everyone's talked about for 12 hours.
Yeah, we
You
need new
can't-
breaking news.
That's enough. for
this
breaking
just in.
news. Yeah.
2 weeks ago.
This
Donald-
recently in.
Yeah, I'm not.
this
Okay,
is
listen.
fairly true news.
Before we go,
Oh, wow.
There's so much
Dana, I
fun,
thought. I
Julie.
mean, Julie, I thought.
What?
Did
Which
you
is-
say you fell down? You look exactly perfect.
No, don't look. I didn't fall down. I was trimming my trees and I got all
You
beat up.
You look great. Okay, I'm going to ask you.
I got all
When
beat
is the
up.
premiere?
The
Of Happy Gilmore?
actual premiere is the 21st, but when does it premiere?
on Netflix.
What's
20.
both?
On the 24th, right?
24th of
wrong?
what?
I thought it was
Of
5th.
We're so
July. Is it
uninformed.
Of July. It's one or the other.
25th?
Shit, I
Look
should
it
know
up.
Maybe
this.
24th
No,
at
we should all
midnight.
know this.
We should all know
I
this.
thought about planet.
We should know this. But
Let's-
you know what's
let's
crazy that
text
I
Adam.
found out? This is what a baller move this is. Netflix got the rights to Happy Gilmore 1 and is airing it for the whole month ahead of time.
Oh,
Like right now. Probably right now.
So they're going to air 2 and then 1?
They're going to air 1.
Oh, Air 1 is on now, not the grocery
Air
store.
1.
Air 1.
Air 1. They're going to Happy Gilmore, OG Happy
Yeah.
Gilmore. They're airing
Okay.
on Netflix.
even though they.
Yeah, because the countries, they didn't see 1 in Thailand
Right.
and stuff.
That's
I
right.
think-
I won't
yeah,
do the
I think
accent.
they're buying grown-ups too, or grown-ups also. I think they can. It
But not grown-ups
expires or
too.
something.
I heard it's number 1 in India. Oh my goodness, that Adam Sandler, he
I'm gonna
is a
pretend-
kick in the pants.
Wait, I'm asking about the premiere because I want to go. When is it?
It's the 21st. Molly was just
Of
asking me, she
June
goes,
or
is David
July?
going? I go, that's her first question. She said, are you going to the premiere? And I said, I'm trying to.
Where
and she
is
goes,
it, the
It's
premiere?
in New York.
New
July.
York?
It's in New York.
What theater?
Fucking rips.
Ziegfeld?
Lincoln Center.
Lincoln Center?
It was
New York?
it was originally going to be at Madison Square Garden or something cuckoo, but now it's at Lincoln Center.
Really? That
Yeah.
would be a plus.
Yeah,
That's
It'd
a lot
be
of
awesome.
confidence. Welcome.
It's amazing. I mean, people love that. People are excited for this
God,
movie.
if you ever
You're
want to
part of the
laugh, Julie,
juggernaut.
go look at the '90s. I was such a premiere whore. I was at so many premieres. It was so
well,
embarrassing.
you still like a party.
No, Julie.
I'll still walk into it occasionally when I leave my house, which
Wrong.
is very unusual because I'm not much of a party girl. I'll walk, and there's Spade just sort of,
Not true. I don't go out past 9 anymore.
that's not true.
You don't know.
When he's
I
not
do
doing
know.
stand up.
I do know. I've got a Google alert.
You can, yeah, he's
Do
pretty.
you have an air tag on my bumper?
We're lock stink. When we went, well, lock stink? No, we're lock step. When we eat, to eat, it's like 5:30 or 6.
6. Yeah.
We're done by 8:30, and I don't know.
Yeah, but then he
No.
gets his little like gotta wander.
No.
The rat's gotta wander, and then he's
You're the rat too?
I
Isn't
don't
Theo
know.
the rat?
Yeah, Theo's the rat.
Theo's the rat.
Do you know
He calls
Theo?
himself the rat.
You don't know Theo?
Theo Vaughn?
You've heard of Joe Rogan?
Single.
My son listens to Theo Vaughn
Of
all
course he
day
does.
long.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, he sleeps to it.
We should have had you in our movie. Oh my
Oh,
god.
my
Oh,
goodness.
did I forget to give you a job?
Did I forget to give you a job for no money where you would have to pay us a little bit? Because it's super low budget.
What is this movie? Go on and plug your
so
movie.
stupid. How
What
old's
is
your
it?
kid?
That one's 18.
That'd be good for it.
How old are the twins?
They just turned 16.
It's an R-rated
It's
comedy.
right up. Yeah, it's right up their alley.
R-rated comedy.
Yeah. But actually, he said no. He didn't want big stars in it. Not even joking.
But he let you in it.
I let me in it.
Oh.
You're the producer.
We wrote it. Yeah.
Did you pay for it?
Yeah. But we didn't try to get it made. We just said let's.
I
write
don't
something.
want any movie star cameos.
We
you
almost
hear me?
made him to do it, but we spared him because
That would have been negative.
So who's in your movie?
Sydney
Sweeney.
most people you wouldn't know.
Bill
Tim,
Lick-
Beautiful and talented.
Tim
Sydney Sweeney.
Dillon.
Tim Dillon?
I knew it. See?
Marshall Dillon's
Why?
son.
Ask your kid.
My kids, they
They'll
will
know.
know.
He'll know
Yeah.
Tim Dillon.
They will know. They will know.
They'll know Theo and Tim Dillon and maybe Nate Diaz from UFC.
Oh, Mike.
There's
They
just-
definitely
yeah.
know Nate Diaz.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
Okay.
UFC in my house. A
Well,
whole
maybe
lot
I'll
of it.
go to that
okay.
premiere, but there's a problem. I know right now when you say it out loud
What?
that I have a conflict.
What? You're playing
A gig?
the
No, I'm going out for a golf trip.
with who?
You shut up, Julie. I know
With
you don't
who?
you get like this. Don't
With
Hey,
who?
man,
The
stop
Arizona
tape.
Rats?
Stop tape.
No, I'm trading all those guys for celebrities. All
Is
my
this
real
is this
friends.
going to be Tiger again?
Last
time
again,
you-
exactly.
Last
Exactly.
time you played,
I'm
what
friends with him.
happened? You
He
played,
crashed.
he
The
crashed.
jinx of
He
David.
crashed his car.
I did.
Like 10 minutes
It's my
later.
fault when we left.
It is your fault.
I said, "Are you
It's
gonna?
definitely-
You want to go have dinner after this?" He goes, "No, I'm gonna crash."
I mean, that's not funny. It's a funny joke.
He crashed. It was getting dark. He finished and then didn't even have the balls to ask for his number. I never asked a guy for their number. So he went home and I was like, that was super
You
fun.
slid into his DMs immediately.
I did not.
She did.
The next day I saw the car upside down. I was like, oh. And I go, I didn't think there's any way he could survive that. And when you see a picture of the car,
Yeah, it didn't look
and I go, oh, and I was like DMing like, are you okay? Just say hi. Just let me know.
Because I was with
Just
you.
no, I'm just
like,
worried.
I am trauma adjacent,
No,
and it's really
then
important
they'll
that I
go,
attach
he'll
myself.
never golf or walk again. And then 3 days later, he's already better than David Spade again. I'm like, God damn,
That's
he's already
exactly
better than
what
me.
the quote was.
Yeah, he was
Well,
good.
wait a minute. Did you say the quote on one of our podcasts? It was so I was jealous of it. It was so
What?
awesome. You and Tiger are golfing.
Yeah.
And he's talking to you about your shot.
Yeah,
You do your swing,
yeah.
and Tiger says, "To
Oh,
you."
we have 2 drones, 80 people behind us. I think Peter Berg might have been directing a little
Directing-
show
Yeah.
Peter
about-
Berg,
about giving me lessons.
The Friday Night Lights guy.
that guy.
I
It's
think
just-
it was him.
Okay,
okay.
okay.
And
That's
then,
great.
so it's so much pressure. And he goes, well, let's try you out. Let's just go to the practice range. Why don't you try to chip 150 out there to that flag? And I'm like this, hey, oh. And then, because he's just standing there. And I go, chip, and it hits about 5 feet away. And he goes, oh, shit, are you good?
Isn't that great?
Isn't that
Should
great,
be on
Tiger
a
Woods?
T-shirt. Tiger Woods about
Oh
Dave-
shit,
Oh
are
shit.
you good?
And
Yeah.
I've heard, which I guess we talked about on Superfly, which is now
It
defunct,
wasn't, though.
that Lovitz told me that David's actually a really good golfer, which
Well,
I
I'm
didn't
better-
know. He never told me.
No,
he
I'm a
was
little
good.
better than Lovitz, but Lovitz started this 2 years ago. Julie, I know your limo's waiting outside.
No, my limo's not waiting. Tell me what Love. Are you going to the golf tournament? No, Lovitz is in the movie. He's going to be at the premiere.
Hello.
He is.
Hello,
I've seen him
Julie.
like
We're
8 times in the
stars.
last month.
Where do you run into him?
He was it was a Clipper game.
Oh,
where
that's
I-
right.
He goes to Clipper games a lot.
Well, he goes with Gervy,
Yeah.
and but according to Lovitz, he doesn't actually know what's going on. He just goes.
He
for the
doesn't or
ladies.
Gervitz doesn't.
I think Lovitz doesn't care.
Are you a basketball kind of?
Love obsessed?
What did
We
you-
went
what
to a
did-
game.
We did.
Yeah.
You took me, and by the way, nicest thing you ever did. Thank you. It was
No,
nice. It was a Knicks playoff game.
It was good seats.
It was Knicks.
we did. It was
Oh,
yeah.
a playoff game.
Yeah, it was a
Front
playoff
row.
game. It was not front row.
It was court row side.
No,
No, you don't want to
Julie-
be on the court. You can't
No.
see as well.
Yes, it was.
No.
And it was way down at the end where it was sort of with the cameraman, like it was sort of buried. But Julie, you say it yes, and then we'll figure it out later.
okay. No, it wasn't. We got free tickets once
Mhm.
to go. I probably sat courtside because it was like an agent thing or something.
Okay.
But you actually went into your tiny arms, went into the very deep pockets.
Oh, I bought some.
the short arms went into the deep pockets, and you bought, and they were great seats. But you were like,
how embarrassing.
I remember you sitting there going, "Fuck, they were expensive. I thought we'd be closer." I was like, "This is close. This is amazing."
They were 5,000 each. I remember that because
They were incredible.
I was like,
loved-
where are we? Anyway, now what about who did I have call you on your birthday? Do you remember this?
Are you kidding me?
Okay.
Stevie Nicks.
Okay.
He had Stevie Nicks call me and sing "Landslide" into my
Okay.
answering machine in New
So-
York. He dumped me on the same answering machine.
Wow.
Okay. Okay. Well, we'll
from
cut that
Hawaii.
part out.
So
Listen,
potato.
anyway,
he really
we had
loves
a great
an
chat.
answering machine.
That's
with
pretty
Julie
cool.
Bowen.
I hung
You know
out
her
with Stevie
from
Nicks in
Modern
New York.
Family.
last
You know
night.
her from
Did you held my
Ed,
hand
you
the
know
whole
from
time?
Joe somebody.
She did.
Yeah, just casually like this and talking.
I would. It
Stevie Nicks.
was crazy. That was a baller move.
Okay, that was
That was a huge.
So that's-
baller
that was
To
better
my-
than our
I mean,
ninth row
okay.
seats.
Great female rock voices in history.
Yeah, we went over this.
Stevie Nicks.
Mhm.
She's
But
up there.
there was one that I didn't get that I think was also
Ann and Nancy Wilson.
Janis
I said
Joplin.
that.
Janis Joplin was more hard rock.
Yeah.
But we never had a voice.
I
Well,
said
Janice
Anne.
was never, and that was going to be, it was going to be a short-lived
It was,
experience.
but we do have, we have it recorded
We have it.
what
We
she
do.
was.
Yeah.
But Stevie Nicks is kind of the voice.
She's the
of the
greatest.
70s.
And still can
and 80s.
sing.
Yeah.
Oh,
She
yeah.
can
Still
still
goes out.
fucking sing. It's amazing. It's not like when you feel bad. Sometimes they trot people out and everybody's clapping. And you're like, oh my God, why are you doing
Now, here
this?
you go again. You watch your freedom. Sing it right now.
No way.
As Stevie Nicks.
No, I can't. I cannot sing.
Okay, just in case.
David will. I am still again. Cheeto was my hero. I remember seeing her in Behind the Music. Remember those horrible Behind the Music?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
She talked about how much blow she did and how she had to get crew members to blow it up her butt. And I was just like, that is commitment.
So she's
Dude,
like
they won't even give me a
everybody
Diet
else.
Coke.
No, her doctor said if you do any more blow, you're gonna go. It's gonna like the membrane between your nose and your brain or something will bust. And so she's like, "All right, it's up the pooper." And I thought, wow, I always just thought she was sort of an airy fairy.
That's kind of clever in a way.
I like how
This
it goes
is off limits. Where else can I put it?
I thought when I didn't know
kinda
enough
clever.
that it would go up her butt. I go, how far does it have to get to her nose?
Oh my God, Dave.
I don't want to think of that.
That's so long.
But
And
if it gets there, it's worth it. But fuck.
Your curiosity. Because that is like, well.
Yeah.
That's
Those are called booty bumps, aren't they? They were when I did them. All right, let's go.
what?
We got to go.
All right, fine.
All right, thank you, though,
Go.
Julie. You're
Dana's got his whole paper and everything
Check.
else.
No, you're
Check,
great. We're
check,
gonna have to have you
check,
on again
check.
because that's the trick. We'll talk. I can't.
No,
talk
we didn't
we'll
even.
talk safe stuff.
We could never run out of stuff to talk about.
No, we save
No.
stuff.
'Cause
That's
you're-
the joke.
just a
Save
great-
it. Save it.
Save
Hey,
it.
hey,
David
don't-
should have a talk show called Save It.
Don't record this, but what about you with a little daytime talk show?
Yeah, you should do it. Why don't you take over for Kelly?
Kelly
What?
Clarkson.
Take over for Kelly Clarkson.
You could
no,
do
and then who would
if you wanted to do it. You
And then
know
we'll
you're
come on
qualified
yours.
to
You know
do
what?
it.
I hosted for Kimmel once and I had dinner with you after.
Okay.
I was never been so like I was
It
shaking.
is terrifying.
And you were like, yeah, I'm doing 2 next week, and I
I
did
did
2
not.
last week, and I was like, I did 1, and I was
No, it's terrifying.
I had to lie down in the restroom floor, and there's hair and makeup and people, and I lay on the ground. Someone took a picture. People just walking over me. They're like, leave her. I was like, I can't go out
Like,
there. I
leave
can't
her.
do it.
He's
I
one of
have
those.
Because
stage
now
fright,
you can
bad
do it. It's
stage
easier
fright.
because you did one, but they throw so much shit. It's like hosting SNL. They throw so much at you. Once you do it, once you go, okay, now I know when to be nervous and when to get. I got to pace it out because
Pace
you
out
know,
my
It
nerves.
was a nightmare because the first night I did it, I didn't really practice before Quentin Tarantino was coming out, the guests that I wanted, and they got them. I had to do like 10 minutes of coming attractions. And it's
promos.
and Bing Flico will be playing. Oh, no, you got one thing wrong. You do it over again. So it's over and over. The person who was coaching me had headphones and took them off. The audiences get very
Wait,
tense.
was it Kimmel?
Kimmel.
Yeah, you know
and
when you go like,
I'm
hey.
hosting. Tarantino's in the wings, and it's just unraveling.
you go like this. Hey, Bob and Ginger in Portland. We're gonna
Right,
be. We've
right.
got
Don't they do those after?
Julie Bowen. No, they
No.
do them during.
But if you miss one
Right.
one pronunciation, then
Yeah.
you got to do the whole thing
You know
over
what?
again.
I was not very good at my job hosting. I did drop to my knees, scooter across, and kiss Jacob Lordy in the middle of our interview. He told me he had a crush on me.
well, that's good.
Oh, he did.
It was his first talk show.
That guy's a
And
stud.
I was yeah, he's fucking hot. And the only thing I got right, they were like, "You're done," and no retakes. And I was like, that means I was boring.
No.
Yeah, it does. Like
no.
if I did everything
Of
like
the whole show?
of the whole
no,
show.
No.
most talk shows, it's hard to be just
You do it right.
hysterical on
I
a
had Guy
talk
Ritchie
show.
and he
over-
fucking stiffed me.
What do you mean? He just went like,
Yeah.
he looked at
He-
you.
I go, so you're this new movie, and then well, it was sort of my fault, but
Uh-oh.
he like
Mm,
on
mm.
purpose did it. And
Go on.
Afterwards, he goes, "That's funny, right?"
What happened?
Like he didn't want to answer anything.
Oh,
I was
Oh,
like,
he
he just
played
made you
that.
He's doing
He,
it as a bit.
he really laid into the whole
Oh,
bit.
how-
Yeah, he's like, I don't know. You're from England. Where in England? Now I went over there once. Are you? And he's like, yeah, that whole area. And they look away, and I'm like, and then I go like this to the audience. I go, hey, why don't you ask me something? Because I was getting nowhere. And then Kimmel later said, that's about as hard as it's ever been. If I had him, I would not know what to do.
Oh my God! Wait, Kimmel watches the ones that we.
Jeez.
Yeah, they showed him this
posted?
disaster tape.
Oh no!
I said, was I supposed to make out with Guillermo before the show? And they go, no, that's just like a hazing thing.
I love Guillermo. Guillermo's my comfort animal
He
when
is
I'm there.
funny.
He's
I
great.
swear to God, I
He's
need him.
a sweet man.
All right, you can open your presents, Davey. I know.
Oh, now it's
Okay.
over?
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't know.
I feel
if
like
it's
this
over. You tell me if
podcast
it's
took
over.
place in Nevada.
No, we can stay on for this one.
Okay.
We're still recording, or are we off?
Open the big one.
Kettlebells?
Yeah, I get you. You're
Holy shit,
soft
Dana, help me
and
with
weak.
this.
Those have been wrapped for 2
That's all you, man.
years.
It's breaking my quads.
So delicate.
Is it an X-rated gift?
Like Atlas?
No, it's like an actual just gift.
Oh, it's got to be a
dum-dum.
picture frame.
A picture.
I want a picture.
It's a picture.
It's a picture. I'm from Montana. Oh,
All right, so we just walked Julie out. She was always funny, always very articulate. You were right. I think she should have a talk show.
I did think she's like made out of a factory. You know, I wonder if that's in her future. She seems perfect in that demographic,
Mhm.
photogenic, funny, can
She's
be
very
sincere.
smart.
Were you shocked? I mean, I'll just ask the audience, was it a little shocking at times? We just let it go where it went.
Yeah.
And, but she had a great laugh.
Well, I couldn't open my presents. I'm the worst present getter too. I'm like this. I just throw one down at a time. There's no thank yous in the middle. It's just like, okay. And I'm like, all right, thanks.
And the stuff that you don't see is there was a lot more chatter and all kinds of stuff going on upstairs.
Oh yeah, we just shoved her off. I thought
there's
she
a lot
was
of talking.
That's a reason she's a good guest. I'm glad we started with her. A lot of fun, and I think everyone liked it. I learned a lot.
I learned a lot too.
And I also forgot a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I got dumber.
That's kind of sad.
And I'm excited about Happy Gilmore. So Happy Gilmore 2 comes out July 25th.
July 25th. If you guys have ever heard of Netflix, that's where you get it.
Yeah. So we'll see you next time. And if you want to email us a question, you can do it.
Anything in the world, because we are blabbermouths from
And the
somewhere.
address is
Odyssey.com. Fly on the wall at Odyssey.com. Fly on the wall at Odyssey.com. Fly on the wall, one word, lowercase.
Yep.
Fly on the wall, one word, lowercase. At that little thing.
AUDAC.com.
Fly on the wall at Odyssey.com.
Because Hotmail was taken. Hey guys, if you're loving this podcast, which you are, be sure to click follow on your favorite podcast app. Give us a review, 5-star rating, and maybe even share an episode that you loved with a friend.
If you're watching this episode on YouTube, please subscribe. We're on video now.
Fly on the Wall is presented by Odyssey and executive produced by Dana Carvey and David Spade, Heather Santoro and Greg Holtzman, Maddie Sprung-Kaiser, and Leah Reese-Dennis of Odyssey.
Our senior producer is Greg Holtzman, and the show is produced and edited by Phil Sweettech.
Booking by Cultivated Entertainment.
Special thanks to Patrick Fogarty, Evan Cox, Maura Curran, Melissa Wester, Hillary Schuff, Eric Donnelly, Colin Gaynor, Sean Cherry, Kurt Courtney, and Lauren Vieira.
Reach out with us any questions to be asked and answered on the show. You can email us at flyonthewall@odyssey.com. That's AUDACY.com.
I think the thing that for me early on was just saying a lot was the big difference from the American accent. I've always said I'm the Rosa Parks of the C word, right? Yeah, burning down Dana Carvey's house did not get picked up.
And they go quickly. Any other just quick pitches for season 3, or is that the one we're going with?
If the aliens came down and they said, give us your 2 best, not just looking, just your best human beings, and we gave them Hugh Jackman and Margot Robbie, come on now. You can't get better than those 2.
That's true.
What's with this? I'm like kind of
Okay, welcome to
Is that
Fly on the
your dance
Wall,
partner?
which is it's sort of been thrown together year 7. We almost worked the bugs out. This is Dana, and we're going to tell you a couple
we've
things.
resolved an issue because we had Superfly and we had Fly on the Wall, and I know someone personally who had a mental breakdown because she could not process it.
Mm-hmm.
She went into an institution for a brief period of time. I talked to her last week.
In the funny
I just
farm.
never understood Superfly and Fly on the Wall. What's the difference? I never could do it. And I shook her. I said, David Spade solves all problems, slapped her face, and she goes, I feel so much better.
You know, I have friends, they finally figured it out, and now we switched it.
What?
They finally figured out how to do Superfly in the other one, and then we switched it. So everyone's confused. It'll take a few years, and then everyone's going to get it. But I will tell you,
2037.
I have a quick story that I have a question about 4th of July. And I think, because I saw some Joe Dirt, it's kind of a Joe Dirt holiday, this one. This is where I get the most.
It's Joe Dirt
memes
summer,
and
of course, with enfolded in that, it's a Joe Dirt holiday.
It's sort of baked in, right?
David Spade summer, but Joe Dirt.
So I feel like I want to get a big company to do Joe Dirt fireworks and have the spleen splitters and the whisker biscuits and all those things.
I think that'd be funny.
It'd be funny.
And at the end, it's the fireworks, but it goes into a whole gigantic Joe Dirt image. Like
I mean, in a perfect world, yeah.
Yeah.
We'll say that. It won't do that, but we'll say it could do that. And also, just the Roman candles, just a shoom, shoom. Roman candles are great. A couple black cats. You know, do a mixed bag. Because I've seen some fake ones.
What's the lingo? What are you, a fireworks specialist?
I'll show you a clip of the movie, but
Pistol Pete.
Pistol Pete. What are your favorite firecrackers when you grew up? Do you remember any?
The actual firecracker was fun. My friends and I were in a Volkswagen Bug, and we were going around town smoking weed at high school, throwing firecrackers out the window.
Sure.
Fucking. So we're lighting them and throwing them,
That's fun.
lighting them and throwing them. I see someone in the front seat. They're lighting and throwing them. I see the other person rolling up the window.
Uh-oh.
So the guy literally lit the firecracker. The window
Tunk.
closed. A kunk. And then I 3, 2.
And then everyone goes, ooh. I've done that with gum. Stunk right in the window, and I go, Heather.
Is this airing before or after 4th of July?
It's airing right after.
Day before?
Oh, it is? Okay.
Oh, all right.
That's still good.
What's okay? I have another.
I want to ask, you have another firecracker story? There cannot be another one.
4th of July story.
Okay, go ahead.
We're up in the peninsula, and Candlestick Park is blowing off up there. The San Francisco Giants is blowing off fireworks, and we're down in the peninsula, and we're looking up. And I said, "Look 'em candle." So my friends again were pretty high, so they laughed for like 2 hours. Look 'em candle, and then. When a friend would go down to grab his beer or water or something, you'd always say, "Oh, you just missed it." And that became our running gag.
That's not a bit.
You just missed the best one.
The best one. I always think the last one is not, like I go, that's the last one's got to be, and then there's more.
Well, that's just funny when they're like, and then it's fading out. Okay. And then they go, yo, it's got to be the finale. Wait a second. And then another build up,
Yeah.
Oh, good. You got the sound effects.
That helps it. All right, Puff Daddy trial. Puff Day trial.
Okay.
What would Scooby?
Well, here and now we're going with the Scooby News, brought to you by Scooby Doo and Casey Kasem, starring as Shaggy.
Yeah. So catch us up,
well,
Shaggy.
P. Diddy's trial is resting, Scoob. Okay, you do the dog.
Okay.
P. Diddy's trial is resting, Scoob. Apparently he had 1,000 bottles of baby oil. No one knew what he was doing with them, Scoob. What do you think they were doing? What?
Anal.
We can't say that on a podcast. A PG-13 podcast.
I said, Rrr.
Oh, yeah. I understand what you're saying, Scoob, but I don't ever want to go to a freak off at P. Diddy's. Now let's make like a banana and split.
Zoinks.
Yoinks.
Ooh, there's a pastrami sandwich.
Phil's over there going, what did I sign up for?
He knows his face. He goes, this isn't the real thing, is it?
When do the real guys come in?
I think
it's not the A-team, is
if
it?
Puff Daddy gets off, which he might have by this time,
his ego will be puffed up.
There's a lot of people that want him to get off. They just say, oh.
They want him to get off.
They want to beat the court system. Fuck those guys. They're just trying to hassle Puff. He's great. And he'll run out and be such king cock because he'll be like, now everyone knows what I do. So if you're actively joining in, you get it. And you're in. So that will happen. Will he go to prison? I'd say the odds right now are against him going to prison, but I don't know everything. What do you think?
Like we said, it's
just
horrible,
a guess.
but is it illegal to have a freak off with baby oil? Was it consensual or,
Even when people say it wasn't consensual.
In another interesting court case, shockingly, the Idaho killer wants admitted guilt if he can have life in prison. And I don't know why everyone thought he was guilty, but his photo looked like this.
He's terrifying. By the way,
I would never do that to anybody.
I like when they have all these new things like they go, but we pinged your phone right where the murders were. He's like, what? Well, you can do.
I can't believe it. The Idaho killer says he's guilty. No one ever looked that guilty. Do you see the picture, Scoop?
Oh, no. He looks crazy.
We have 2 new characters.
I don't know the Scooby News.
You're Scooby Doo and I'm Shaggy.
Scooby's good. It's hard to understand him.
Well, that's the funny part.
Yeah.
How would he say "fuck you"? Ruck you, right?
Mm.
Now you're doing Sandler.
He tried.
Anyway, what else you got?
Anyway,
David? Any more on the P.
Puff,
Diddy trial?
Good for him. Wrap it up in a nutshell.
Good for him. Nice little
Wrap
story.
it up in a ribbon.
Cute little local story.
Oh, okay. So last week we had Julie Bowen. A lot of people watched it. A lot of people commented. A lot of people listened. And I thought she was a very fun, entertaining guest. Bust my balls. But I do have a quick fix because I said we sat courtside one time at a game, I mean, years ago. And she said, no, it was great, but they were like 7th row. I found proof.
You were courtside.
Yeah.
Oh, so Julie Bowen, got it wrong or lied?
No, just
Not like that.
Got it. Okay. Let me see where the picture is. Dick pic, dick pic, dick pic, dick pic, dick. Here it is. Okay.
Why you not only do you have the dick pic, you have to say every time you go by.
I see one dick pic.
You know it's a dick
scrolling.
pic, so why do you keep mentioning it?
Because I'm just thinking out loud, like, okay, that's that. Okay, here's one.
I understand.
Look at that hat.
Oh wow.
What a damn fool.
God.
Then she looks great.
She looks great now. I mean, she's beautiful.
And look, and then it says here, NBA courtside seats.
Well, look, you've got your tongue in her ear and everything. I don't want to see that.
No.
Receipts proof timeline.
Yeah. See?
Oh.
So I did send them to her and just said, hey, just so you know.
Mm-hmm.
And she goes, I don't know if that's true. I'm like, you don't know if proof is true? Okay.
She still thinks it's a AI fake.
Everyone thinks everything's AI.
That's funny.
Okay, other than that, what else on the docket? Real quick. I got real quick and I cannot talk more. Oh, I had here's my show in Portland on the weekend. The quick story was it was a beautiful day in Portland, 72 degrees, the nicest day they've had all year. And I have a show inside and it stays light till like 10. So I don't even want to go to my show. And then I see some people in Calvary Woods, they go, oh no, you have a show tonight? Because we're going to go see Post Malone and Jelly Roll. And I'm like, oh. I go, really? That sounds fun. It does, kind of. And they go, yeah, it's outdoors.
An outdoor carnival
30,000
festival.
I get home, the news is live from there. When I get back to my room, I go, uh-huh. And they're like, we're out here with Jelly Pop, and he is really tubby. And let's show a wide shot, really wide. I'm kidding. I think he's skinny now.
Well,
I think they're merging into the same person, him and Post Malone. Covered in tattoos, singing songs I don't know.
They did. You did well. I mean,
I did well.
You did very well.
I wanted it to be like off the hizzle.
Well, you were backstage. I had a local news feed because I follow you around Portland, Action News, and they had a guy out there and people in line going in and you go, how do you feel about David? Well, we love David Spade, but it's so freaking nice out. We're really torn.
That's very true. All right, let's get to Jim Jefferies. We've had our fun.
We're going
to slow things down a bit. Jim Jefferies is a good bud and fun dude I've golfed with.
Killer face. Sorry.
Oh, you want to do the serial killer face?
I just did it. Okay. I threw it out as a code.
Get out of your system.
Jim Jefferies.
Yeah. I'm very thankful. Is we already started? Is this started?
No, we're halfway through. To be honest, we don't have any structure or introduction or anything. We'll do all that later.
Content or anything.
Well, obviously, I've met David. I've met David many times before, and I've never. Yeah. I've met you in passing, Dana. But I'm a big fan, mate. I'm very excited to do this.
I saw you go crush. We met at John Lovitz's comedy club, right?
That's correct.
Oh.
That's correct.
Correct. A while back, and you were kind of unassuming. You had your accent and everything, whatever. And it was kind of a rough room because that high stage and everything. But then you
three stories.
Then you killed, and I go, God, this fucking guy, man.
Got some game.
Oh, thank you.
I don't know when where that was. Yeah, Jefferies is that's you. Powerful and funny. I was going to ask you that. Like you were one of the first that really stepped outside the lines in some of your early specials. Like,
yeah.
And comedians love it because I don't do that, but I love when I see someone who's literally saying exactly what they want to say without any censorship. It's very, you do it.
I think the thing that for me early on was just saying cunt a lot was the big difference from the American accent. I've always said I'm the Rosa Parks of the C word, right? Because before
a lot of people are saying that. A lot of people.
Before me, there was a restriction. You couldn't say it in the comedy club. You could say whatever you want. So my first comedy special for HBO, I swear to God, right? I swear to God, had a light at the back of the room, and it was a 15-minute mark. You know how us comics, we normally have a light when we have 5 minutes left, right? To get off the stage. I don't know if many people know that, but that's what we have. We have a light at the end of the room to tell us when to get off the stage. I had a light that at 15 minutes lit up, and that meant I was allowed to say the word cunt because HBO said to me, the ratings go in 15-minute increments. We want people to like you. We don't want them to turn off in the first 15 minutes, so you can't say the C word for the first 15 minutes. So I had a light at the back, and at 15 minutes, I say Aunt Panda's a bunch of cunts, and then I was off to the races.
Can I plummet the ratings now?
Well, let me ask you a question. Are you, like, if an American hears either a British or Australian accent saying the word can't, it's softer to our ears. Are you guys enamored as Australia? Should I go down there and play little tiny clubs? Not like I'm a huge star anymore, but I would play down there. Are they enamored by the way our accents are? Like, we are enamored of Australian and British accents.
The short answer is no, we're not. You ask the big star down there. Your movies are massive. The difference is, we grew up watching your TV all the time. So we've seen American sitcoms since that's why there's so many Australian actors doing American accents in films and not the other way. So we grew up watching stuff, which is weird because when I was growing up, I was a huge fan of like Wayne's World, right? Loved Wayne's World. Didn't know it was a sketch from SNL because we never had SNL in Australia. That was never a thing. So some of the movies that came out of SNL just seemed a little odd to us because we didn't have a show. It's like MacGruber. You were like, where's MacGruber come from? You know what I mean?
Also, you thought Garth was a real guy that just had done like 10 movies and now he's doing Wayne's World. And you're like, oh, that Garth guy is pretty funny.
I had a sitcom back in the day on FX, and it went for 2 seasons, and it was just about me.
Welcome to Cuntville.
Yeah, that was the one. It was called Legit, and Legit was about me taking care of a disabled guy, which was vaguely based on my real life. We almost had a season 3, but season 3, the whole entire arc of season 3 that I'd written out, Dana Carvey was the main character, and I was going to ask you to be in the show, and you were going to play yourself. The plot line of the opening episode was I was taking care of my disabled friend in the wheelchair. My character had become famous doing stand-up by the end of season 2. I see your character, you, doing an impersonation of me on a late-night show. I'm all coked up and I get upset. And so I go over to your house to confront you, but I'm chicken, so I can't knock on the door. So I get the shit out of the disabled guy's wheelchair colostomy bag and I put it into a paper bag, and then we go up, we put it on the doorstep to light it and do the classic, light the dog shit, run away. Right. But we forget to knock on the door and your house burns down. And that's the whole season arc from then on, that I'm your only friend and you're sleeping on my couch. And I hadn't even really met you at that stage. Dang. But if you didn't take it, I was going to ask David to do the role. I had options.
I'll do it.
Wow, and that
you can throw the shit on me.
Up for season 3. It's extraordinary.
Burning down Dana Carvey's house did not get picked up.
And they go quickly. Any other just quick pitches for season 3, or is that the one we're going with?
I've got full scripts. I wrote the whole thing out. I thought it was a good premise.
By the way, the weirder the better. I say, like, some of these shows are too by the book, and you just can figure them all out. If you start that way, I'm in.
Well, the first episode of season 1 was just me taking a disabled guy to a brothel, which is something I did in my real life. I had a friend with muscular dystrophy, and before he died, I took him to a brothel. And so it's a sweet story. He couldn't get laid. It's legal in Australia. I should add that being disabled is legal, and prostitution. And
they finally passed the being disabled bill.
I'm so glad.
And I took him down to the brothel, and this guy had died a couple of times. Like, his heart had given away and he'd been resuscitated. So me and his brother took him down with the full knowledge that this might go tits up. You know what I mean? So we laid him down, and then you know, the girl did what she did, and then we put him back in the chair, and then we went off and had a couple of drinks, and that was our day. Now I told the story to so many people. I made a sitcom about the story, and then cut to a few years later, I see him, and he's like, "Hey, you made a lot of money out of that story." And I said, "Yeah, I did." He goes, "You should take me to the brothel again. It's only fair," right? So I'm thinking this guy's going to get his second blowjob in his life. I'm going to do it, right? I'll take him again. And I went down, and they all greeted him like he was Norm from Cheers. It turns out that he gives this sob story to everyone. As soon as he walked in, they were all like, "Dan."
By the way, was he disabled, or do we know?
And
does the ween work? I don't know.
Did his experience go? I don't know how Australians think of this phrase. Did it go tits up or not tits up?
Down.
It went tits down, I think. Tits down. She was on top
tits
of
down something you say or not?
No one says tits down. Tits up is when something goes badly. There's no tits down. No.
Right. Yeah. That's American too.
Feels like
I think the term tits up means that like a banana peel slip, like whoosh, and up in the air, tits up. It means a bit of slapstick, I think.
I want to have Australian actors because I've just noticed that they're not only good at American accents, they're perfect.
Yeah.
And I start with Russell Crowe, immaculate. And I don't know why that is. And the Australian actors you send us all seem alpha. Nobody's kind of like a little guy, or they always seem to be kind of.
No, they bring
hulking.
Men. Big hulky. There's
Hemsworth.
There's a third Hemsworth though that's a lot shorter, who also is an actor. There's the two main ones, and there's a third one. But
tiny Hemsworth exists.
And he's the eldest brother, and he's the one who started acting first. He's really nice, but the other two good-looking ones came along and went, "We'll have a go."
Oh, he's not good-looking either.
Yeah, well, he's good. No, he's good-looking by our standards, but not as a Hemsworth. You know,
he cremates us, but against those two
next to me, he looks just great. But I'll tell you my one. Russell Crowe story, because you mentioned Russell.
Oh, you know all these guys.
There's like 10 Australians, right? But you know the comedian David Williams?
Mm-hmm. From Australia? Liverpool?
No, he's British. He's on Little Britain was his sketch show.
Guy, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I remember that show.
Yeah, he's the judge of Britain's Got Talent or something like that. So we
now I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, he's kind of pale, really pale, and kind of chub face. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So David and Russell were going out to dinner, and Russell lives at the end of this pier and in the harbour, and on the bottom story of the pier are all these fancy restaurants along Sydney Harbour, right? They're all like lined up along Sydney Harbour. And so we went down the lift, we started walking through the car park. And so it's just a car park with a few sort of like exit doors to different shops and stuff along the pier. And I said, "Well, what restaurant are we going to?" He goes, "Oh, we're going to this Chinese restaurant. I eat there once a week. It's one of the best Chinese restaurants you'll ever go to. I'm telling you, try the duck." Right. So we walking along, and then I go, "Well, how do we get into it?" And he goes, "I just walk in through the back. They know me." Right. So we get to the door. Russell just bashes through the door. He goes past. There's a bloke like washing dishes, probably thinking it's someone from ICE coming to get him. Right. Yeah. He's just washing dishes out the back. Then we go into the kitchen, and there's like all the chefs in the clean bit, right? So Russell bounds through. He's way ahead of us. Then me and David go in through the restaurant like this. And we're like, "So sorry for coming in through the back. We're very much looking forward to the meal. Thank you so much for having us. Really appreciate you." We get out into the dining area, and Russell's just standing there, and he goes, "Wrong restaurant. I went a door early."
I
went a door early, and so it was like the most famous man in Australia, followed by one of the second most famous people in Australia, followed by me, and it just was a cavalcade of shit. We had to go back out in the street and walk out and come back in again. Anyway, he does a very good American accent.
Yeah, he's a brilliant actor. I mean,
he's one of the best actors you'll ever see.
Master and Commander. If anyone listening has never seen it, it's like a miracle of a movie. Russell Crowe in that, the whole Ship at Sea. Have you seen it?
I have seen it. Yeah,
of course. Yeah.
It gets you seasick, that film, if you watch it in the cinema. There's a lot of rocking around.
Yeah,
I think so. So you're huge in the UK. I saw your tour. So what's the name of your tour? God's son
of a carpenter. My father's a carpenter, and it's just an easy reference point. But yeah, I'm son of a carpenter. I've as much right to say
it is extraordinary. You're playing Istanbul. You're playing massive dates, Manchester, all over Europe.
What do you talk about?
What the fuck?
Well, I got my comedy chops in Britain. I did most of my early work in the UK. I went to the UK 2001 and sort of stayed there till 2010, and then I moved to America. But the British comedy circuit, I think, is the best in the world because the cities are so close together. You're never getting on an airplane. You're going 50 miles, Liverpool to Manchester, Manchester to Leeds. You can double up in cities. You can do an early spot in one city and then end up in, you can start in one country. You can start in Scotland and then finish in England for your night. You know what I mean? It's an interesting place.
I got to get a map.
Count me in. But
well, I can get you gigs. You two would do all right. You'd do just fine. Don't worry about it.
Well, what are we talking? Big clubs or small theaters or small arenas, big arenas?
You could. I think you would do some medium to large theaters. You know, but let's not book the O2 just yet. But let's see how the first tour goes.
You'd rather sell it out than the 10%ers book you in something too huge. What's the biggest room you will play on this tour?
I have done the O2 before, but on this tour I'll do the Hammersmith. I'll do the Hammersmith Apollo, which is like 4,000, and I probably will do 2 shows there. You know what I mean? Like I'm not.
That's pretty juicy.
Yeah, but that's like a nice room, and then there's the Manchester Apollo, and then I think there's a gig in Amsterdam that's quite large that I'll do. I always do all right in Amsterdam. I've been gigging a lot in Amsterdam for the last 20 years. It's just before weed was legal, I always used to accept gigs in Amsterdam. It's like how now that I'm a family guy, I always seem to find gigs in Hawaii out of nowhere that I
to take the family?
Yeah, take the family. Yeah, I take the family to Hawaii. Yeah. I sell like 500 tickets, but it's fucking worth it because I get to go to Hawaii.
What culture, as when you were at your edgiest, I was going to ask you if you've adjusted anything just because you want to, or you're still just as edgy. What country accepted you? Are the British looser with this? Are we more patrician
The British were the loosest country for comedy that I performed in, still to this day. Now, I've always said that like everyone always goes, what's the difference between performing in the different continents and countries? Comedy's comedy, laughs are all the same, but the heckling changes. So I believe that Americans try to correct you. If an American heckles you, they're always like, hey, buddy, I'll tell you what, my sister had blah, blah, you know what I mean? They're trying to get into an argument or prove you wrong. Australians are trying to trip you up. So if you get close to a punchline, they'll just go, I can't, and they'll just yell something out so you just get off your speed a little bit.
Delightful.
They're niggly little fucks, right? And then the British try to out-joke you. They try to say something funnier than you. There's a classic story, right, that down at the London Comedy Store, Michael Douglas's brother, Jeff Douglas or something. I don't know. One of the other Douglases.
One of the other Douglases.
One of the other Douglases, Kurt Douglas's son. He's having a bad gig at the London Comedy Store. He starts getting booed or a few jeers or whatever, and so he tells them all to fuck off. And he goes, "You can all fuck off. I don't need this. I'm Kurt Douglas's son." And then one person stood up and went, "I'm Kurt Douglas's son." And then another person said, "I'm Kurt Douglas's son." And they did the entire scene from Spartacus. The British are very good. They're very good.
I have a quick story that involves the C word. So, Spartacus, right?
Used to be cancer, but we're changing.
So, Kurt, I know we're going to set the record. Anyway, this is so random, and it'll amuse like 3% of our audience. So, Kirk Douglas is in Spartacus, and he's really kind of buff and muscular. And Laurence Olivier is in there. So the guy sees Laurence Olivier. He's this famous old British actor, super famous, and he's doing leg presses really hard. They go, "Oh, Larry, you're really working out." Yeah. He goes, "I'm doing Spartacus, and I don't want that cunt Kirk Douglas to out-physicalize me." That's all I got.
Physicalize.
That was a legitimate use of the word from a story I was told.
Yeah, that's an historical use of the C word.
Do you see Margot Robbie at Icebergs a lot?
Margot, what's Iceberg? Oh, the Iceberg's the restaurant in Bondi You know about icebergs? Jeez, you
Look
have
at
traveled.
me. Look out, Dana. Look at me.
Well, where's Bondi?
Bondi Beach is a popular beach that's close to the city centre in Sydney, right?
Okay.
And it's where all the British people get sunburnt and skin cancer over Christmas. But there's a restaurant there that overlooks like a public pool. The public pool has ocean water that pours into it, which is kind of interesting. It's a fancy restaurant. I've never met Margot Robbie. I'm a fan. I once was the other guest on Kimmel when Margot Robbie was on
really?
Kimmel.
Oh, that's great.
You know how like you're a guest on those shows, you never meet the other guests?
Yeah,
like
you have to make a point of it because they're like somewhere else. You don't even know where they are.
Yeah, they're in a different dressing room, and then you come on, then you leave, or they've already left, and you're the second guest, and then they're already in their car. They're gone, right? So I've been on like episodes of those shows. Bill Clinton was on one, never met him, right? You know, these different people. But Margot Robbie was the other guest, and so her dressing room was next to mine, and I just sort of lingered in the hallway, just like acting like I was looking for something, just because I'm Australian, I have an in, you know, I could have gone, hey.
You know how to linger. You can linger.
She would have accepted me saying the C word in front of her. It would have been music to her ears.
I'm a local. Don't you hate all these Americans here? That's what I would have said.
Exactly. I would have said something like that. But I tell you what, you got to give it up. The Margot Robbie, flying the Australian flag, is there a better person on it? If the aliens came down, and they said, give us your two best, not just looking, just your best human beings. And we gave them Hugh Jackman and Margot Robbie. Come on now. You can't get better than those two.
That's true.
Let's see. I'll see your Hugh Jackman and Margot Robbie and raise you Jennifer Aniston and Russell Crowe. David?
Okay. No, Russell Crowe is he saying Australian versus America?
We're saying the two best humans.
The two best humans we give to the aliens to represent us, to go, this is what we've got. Okay, first of all, Russell can't bloody dance and tap dance and stuff like. He's not a triple threat like you.
That's true. He's a triple threat, that Hugh Jackman.
But he can sing. That guy can sing. He's like
your buddy Brad Pitt. We'll throw him in there.
Brad. Yeah, well, Brad's brilliant. Yeah, of course. You were talking about Brad off the air about how what is he 61 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And he still looks like the fact that we have a 61-year-old, and I haven't seen the movie, that we are going to watch drive a Formula One car and go, yep, that seems about right. Like,
when they're forced to retire at like 30.
Yeah. He should have a bloody special pass for the bus, Brad Pitt, at his age, and he's going to be driving a Formula One car.
Sure, and Brad, and then Tom Cruise in Mission Impossible.
I saw Mission Impossible. Yeah, I got to co-sign that movie. It's brilliant. Tom Cruise.
I haven't seen the new one yet. Was
he in the submarine for too long?
It's the greatest movie ever, and then you're like, well, no, just see it. Definitely see it. Yeah, it's very cool. You know, you don't want to overblow something, but as far as that, like, you know, these people, they take care of themselves. We were talking about that before the podcast. The old-timey actors, it was booze and cigarettes, and they died around 60. So for you, like, you used to, one of your early specials.
But we just said Brad Pitt was a smoker and Russell is a smoker, and then people, they're still smoking. Yeah. They've got some special, they're getting blood put into them.
You're like the audience correcting us. Like,
well, that's true. But recovery, you know, so I was going to, because one of your early specials really made me laugh. The only one I ever saw do this a little bit was Ricky Gervais. But during the special, I don't know if it's kind of like a set, you would wander around and all of a sudden from behind something, you'd pick up another pint of beer. Yeah. And I don't know how many beers you did throughout the special, but that's something I've never seen. I know you stopped drinking, but do you look at those days as any kind of funniness? Or because to me, it really got my attention. Like, when's the next time he's going to grab a magic beer?
Okay, so I didn't know that was going to be a joke, and I only ever did that for the special. I never did that for my normal shows. I normally used to have my beers just on top of the box when I'm performing, just ready to grab. But because with a special, and I don't know if I'm doing some inside baseball stuff here, mostly we record two shows that night, edit it together, or just show the best one, right? And so they edited in every pint I had over two shows, so it did look like I had 7 pints in 1 hour. Right? So I can't take credit for I did not have 7 pints in 1 hour. Now, the reason that they were behind the box was for continuity, because the level of the liquid be going up and down, and I'd be leaving empty glasses everywhere else. So just before I went out, they lined up for each show, 4 pints of lager behind the thing. Now, back in the day, people used to like go on about what a great drinker I was. I actually was a really bad drinker. I would get drunk very, very quickly. It just so happened in those first 2 specials, I was also on cocaine. But if they asked, but that's the reason that was propping me up, nice. Right? And I regret doing that in my life. And if my child is watching this podcast many years later, I was an idiot. But that was why I could drink. So I gave up all drugs when my son was born. When my son was born, I never took drugs again. When he's 12 now, and I never took drugs again, but I continued drinking, and everyone just thought I was a bad drinker. Everyone thought I was getting out of control. I was actually in recovery. Like,
so when you say like 2 lagers, like 2 pints,
2 pints,
then you were sort of drunk. I mean, like slurring and like.
I started slurring after 3 pints. Now,
okay,
yeah. So then I did some specials, and I was just a dribbling mess in all the specials. But I was and so then my wife gets pregnant with my last child, who's about to turn 4. And I haven't had a drink since then. So, and I don't miss it at all anymore. Not at all. I don't miss any of it. Don't miss cigarettes. Don't miss alcohol. Don't miss drugs. I regret doing all of them, really. I feel a lot better.
Well, I was noticing that you look younger than the last time I saw you, basically. I mean, you look really good.
I'm not sweating as much as I used to.
You're shrunken down. You're more of a, it's just so. But
I've never seen you messy, though. I think when I see you, it's maybe a more professional setting, but I've never seen you messy.
Well, not anymore anyway. But I just sort of knocked it on the head. The cigarettes was the hardest one. That's the hardest one to quit out of the lot is cigarettes. And I think that's, I read there was a book, Alan Carr, Stop Smoking. The secret to giving up cigarettes is you stop envying people who are smoking. It used to be you'd give up cigarettes for a while, and every time I'd see a cigarette, I'd go, oh, geez, I wish I could have a cigarette. You got to start looking at them like they're slaves to nicotine and that you're free. That's the only way. There's my motivational talk for the day.
Oh, that's good. Hey, I have another Kirk Douglas. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but this totally fits. This fits better than the last one.
The last one was good. It was good. That muscly cunt Kirk Douglas. It was a good
I did a movie with Kirk Douglas and Burt Lancaster. So Kirk Douglas told me his dad was a chain smoker and then he quit. And I said, well, how did you do it? So his dad took a cigarette, put it in his pocket, and anytime he wanted a cigarette and he was Russian, he would pull it out and go, who is stronger, me or you? Me. He was so competitive that just stopped it. Who is stronger, me or you? Get back in pocket, cigarette. I am strong, man. You are fucking little rolled up nicotine whore. And that was the quote. I'm just quoting Kirk Douglas. I'm just quoting Kirk Douglas.
I was a nicotine whore back in the day, whoring myself to nicotine.
Has it influenced your comedy at all, like your stand-up writing, just being completely off everything? Because the specials you're talking about were really well received.
and the last few haven't been as well received.
Once you've gotten sober,
look, Sgt. Pepper's was arguably the Beatles' best album, right? Yes. It was nonsensical rubbish.
That was
right?
all on acid and stuff, yeah.
Yeah. I don't listen to the whole Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds. It was a painting, like Julian gave me a painting. I'm doing more Paul there, but you know what I mean.
You sat down for a plonk, Is that how you did it? We would plonk, John, and I would look at each other sort of like a mirror. I'm just quoting him now. So, but I love Paul.
Were you an opera singer, Jim, before you get a chance to answer anything?
So this is a thing that always is brought up in my life.
Yeah, I love it. Is it a fake one?
So no, it's true. It's true. Okay. So I did school musicals because that was how you met girls, right? If you're not athletic, you go and do a school musical, join the drama club or whatever. Mm-hmm. That's my theory on why actors are so short. Right, I think it's because they couldn't play sport at a high level, so they joined the drama club. It's all about meeting girls, right? So I think that's my theory anyway. Because
makes sense.
So I went and did musical theatre at school, and then there was literally like a talent scout came to one of the shows and said he could be a tenor. And we don't have many tall tenors, and that's a really like a hard thing in the opera company. And so they sent me off to singing lessons with this guy called Richard Gill, who was the head of the chorus master in Australia. I sound like an old person talking about relatives you've never met. And I studied for a while. And then when I was 17, I was put in the Australian Opera in the chorus for one production of The Flying Dutchman, which was Wagner. And so I was just like I was literally singing in German, didn't know a fucking word of what I was saying. I would just buy
in German. Holy shit!
Well, I was just buying a CD and just mimicking the German. You know what I mean? And then they'd teach us the songs, but I didn't know what the songs were about or anything. So after that, I went and studied at WAPA, and WAPA is the Western Australian Academy of Performing Arts, which is where Hugh Jackman studied, which they had a full scholarship ride to study musical theatre. By the time I was 2 years into that, I was already being paid to be a stand-up comic, and I just quit it in the middle of the night and just went off on tour. But I always wanted to be a stand-up comic, but I thought, you can't study that at university. I wanted to study something in the performing arts. And so I studied musical theatre. And I can't sing anymore because cigarettes and yelling on stage, and I've had polyps and nodules. And nodules. I've had the surgery and all that. You can hear me voice is pretty raspy now, but I could sing and it's weird because everyone always goes, sing us a song when they find out you're an opera singer. And it's like, you wouldn't have gone up to Pele when he was hadn't played soccer for 50 years and gone, go on, do a bit of keepy uppy.
Let's see a bicycle kick.
Yeah. So it's a muscle I haven't really worked, but I did do that. I still have fondness for musical theatre. I still go and see any production that comes to LA. I go and
two follow-up questions.
Okay.
One, did that garner any puss because you went through a lot?
Is that a new phrase? Garner or puss?
Okay. I will say this to any young heterosexual man who can sing a little bit, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If you go to university where they audition thousands of people to get 30 kids, it was like going to Fame.
Yeah.
And half of the class is male and half the class is female. Those girls have been doing dance lessons since they were bloody kids, right? Singing lessons, acting lessons, all that type of stuff, right? All the boys have been doing the same. The 30 kids in my year at university, I think out of the 15 boys, 10 of them were gay. And that the numbers don't lie. That's too good. It
tilts your way for sure.
I'll tell you what, it worked a lot better than being a comedian saying the word cunt all the time.
Yeah.
That didn't bring as many women in as you think.
You could name your next special.
Only a certain kind of woman likes that kind of talk.
Yeah, they were fun girls who did like me, but they didn't come in their masses.
Yeah. Oh.
Okay, here's your special, Jim. Ready? This is a new name.
Here we go.
Tall Tenor.
Tall Tenor. I'm calling it my new special. It hasn't come out yet. It's called Two-Limb Policy is the name of the special.
Okay.
Two-limb, like L-I-M-B? Two-limb policy?
Because I have, and I talk about this on the special, but because I did that sitcom with the disabled people, a lot of disabled people come to my show. I have a meet and greet after the show. I always let the disabled people join the meet and greet, and I take photos with all the different people with disabilities. Okay. But I can't, someone wrote to me and said, hey, I'm bringing my uncle to your show. He's disabled. Can we come backstage and meet you? And you can't write back how disabled,
right?
And you can't ask for a photo, right? But we have to have some parameters. I just can't have a lineup of people with fucking dyslexia bothering me. So I have a two-limb policy. You have to be missing two limbs, or they have to be doing nothing. And if you have two limbs that are fucked up, you're lucky enough to have a photo with me.
Huh.
Yeah, so
take a picture of this cunt.
You're allowed to come backstage and meet this cunt if you're missing two limbs.
Okay, that's good.
I have a question also from the audience.
On that one.
At some point, we got to get to your show because we know.
The show is. Go ahead, Dana.
You're on a little press tour for your show.
Sure, we can't forget the show.
About that. The snake on Fox.
The snake. I saw your billboard hogging fucking Sunset Boulevard.
I'm not on the billboard. That's how confident
that was an executive decision.
What, David? What was your Fox show with snake in the title last year?
Oh, Snake Oil.
Snake Oil. This is called The Snake. His was called Snake Oil.
What channel?
We're part of the Snake family of Fox.
Oh, it is the same billboard. Yeah, it's by the Chateau Marmont.
Yeah. So we snake it up. Yeah. The Snake is a reality show that's similar to Big Brother or Survivor or Fear Factor. It's got elements of those three shows. So it's good looking people living in a house in the jungle doing tasks where they have to eat gross food. But what the secret sauce in the show is, instead of like an elimination ceremony or where people get voted off anonymously, what happens is the person who wins the task gets to become the snake. They get the coveted snake medallion. And then if they get the snake medallion, they get to save the first person. And the person who gets saved gets to save one person. The person who gets saved gets to save another person. It snakes down the chain. Setting up a chain reaction. So you don't have to have a majority rule to like you in the show. You just need to make really one or two friends that will keep saving you, but you can't repay the favor. So if someone saves you got to save another person. So like you get a lot of skullduggery. You get a lot of
skullduggery.
There's
not enough skullduggery out there.
Yeah. Well, I tell you, I was explaining this show the other day on some Good Morning something, and I said the word skullduggery because that's what I always think about the show. And you know what skullduggery means, like pirates and stuff. Yeah, old English term.
Skullduggery.
Skullduggery. And the lady went, so if you want to watch The Snake, there's a lot of skullduggery. Buggery is the English legal term for anal sex, right?
Yeah, I saw that on the Churchill movie. Oh, you bugger. Remember that? Yeah.
Exactly, yeah. The word buggery is like the legal term, the buggery happened, blah, blah, blah. And so she just said on morning TV, come and watch some skull buggery. And I think it got through. I don't think anyone noticed.
Fucking everyone tunes in for that.
Could I, just for a second... That's a winner. So just for a second, going back, because I kind of spaced out for a second. So you're in Argentina in a jungle. Where is everybody? What are they wearing, and who are they?
Okay, so when I set out at the start of the show, episode 1, I'm standing on a crate, and there's all these crates around me, which was meant to be like the crates you'd bring reptiles in. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I said, "Come out of your crates." You know, I've got an earpiece in. I don't quite know who's who, and they open the crates up. And fair income, man, we had like a priest with a collar on. We had a cop with the bulletproof vest. We had a rodeo rider with the chaps and spurs and all that type of stuff.
It's like the Village People.
Yeah, exactly. And we had I've got a Village People story to tell you in a second.
Okay.
So we had
Priest,
an OnlyFans model, right? I thought, you know that Jury Duty?
Yeah.
Or the Joe Schmo show? I thought I was the only real person and they were all actors for like the longest time.
Like they were tricking you?
They were tricking me.
You were
okay. I was the mark. I thought I was the mark.
It's a good idea, actually.
It's not a bad idea for a show, right? And I'm like, what the fuck?
And you're in the middle of nowhere. You don't really know
first of all, who employs me to be a game show host?
Yeah,
like, it's already weird. And so all these people go. And so right up until the show aired, I wasn't completely sure. But I'll tell you my Village People story. So I do another podcast with a comedian called Amos Gill, another Australian
1%
comic.
Club.
I do the 1% Club in Australia. But this podcast is called ATM. At this moment, it stands for different search on the internet. Anyway, so
Lingo.
Yeah, Lingo. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the other one. I got to research that again.
Yeah. So anyway, I was doing a joke about how Trump has the YMCA playing at all of his concerts, at all of his benefits or rallies, and everyone does the dance and all that type of stuff, right? Yeah. And I said it's so funny that song is about having gay sex in the showers, and now all these evangelical people are dancing and stuff to the song. Seems a little odd. I got a cease and desist letter from the Village People saying that I was going to be sued for defamation for saying that the Village People music had gay overtones.
Does it not?
It turned Victor Willis, who's the cop. I guess he was always out the front, and he never turned around to notice the rest of them because he's married to a woman called Karen Willis. Before that, he was married to Felicia, like Mrs. Huxtable from the Cosby Show. He was married to her back in, and and you're not allowed to say that the Village People music has gay overtones.
What?
Or they will sue.
They will in the Navy.
Well, we get sued now, possibly.
We could be possibly sued now. I said, what about in the Navy and Macho Man? They're as gay as fuck. Come on now. Come on now.
Come on now. Let's say the lawyer. Come on now.
There's a lyric in the Navy called "We want more seamen." Like, I'm all for a double ton, but don't try to tell me I'm a moron.
I think they're just saying, come on, guys. They haven't been outed to like 3 people so far. So
it's a catchy freaking song, man. And
it is good.
I tell you what, because after that, I started listening to their other music. It's banger after banger after banger.
Yeah.
It's like for disco music. Mm-hmm. You Can't Stop the Music is a hell of a song.
I mean, that's such a hook.
Now, my son watching you in Wayne's World 2.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he knows every step because he loves that movie so much.
Did you do it in that?
Yeah.
Yeah. You were the construction worker, weren't you?
I was dressed as a construction worker. I think we're running away from the bad guy or something. Somehow we end up in this nightclub, and Wayne and I are now doing YMCA with these people.
Yeah, they're all doing the YMCA, and like you're all spies. Like you were up a telegraph pole, and then you heard something, and then I think Wayne was like a cop, and then somehow they found an Indian for no apparent reason.
That's right, and all of a sudden it comes together.
And then all of a sudden it was a little bit like what's that? Police Academy when they ended up in the Blue Oyster. It was a little bit of that. They ended up in the wrong nightclub, and then they do it. But that's the dance because you guys all did it, and then you actually did the thing, and then I always say, like, if the Village People actually do get me, if I get my day in court and I am being sued by the Village People, I'm going to go not guilty.
Yeah, act it out.
Is there any character left? I mean, they've got the construction worker, the Indian. Yeah. I mean, maybe you come as some other costume. I don't know.
Just come as Crocodile Dundee, just off the side. You know.
What is your son's name that loves that movie?
Hank.
Hey, Hank, this is Garth. I got a different haircut, but thanks for watching.
When we end the podcast, can he come up and say hello very quickly? He's downstairs playing video games.
Normally, Jim, that would be fine.
Camera shy, just bring him up.
We have to whisk Dana off.
Will he come on, or you want to do it with off camera?
He's also a big Joe Dirt fan, so
okay, bring him on.
Let's compare box office.
Joe Dirt was my first Australian trip. I went to Sydney.
Oh, what, you filmed it in Australia?
No, when they had a premiere there, it was the same. It was the night after the premiere of Moulin Rouge. And I went down there and I went to a concert and they sat me next to Baz Luhrmann, all this great Australian stuff.
He still flies the flag. I always argue that things like, I guess Moulin Rouge is an Australian film. Australian actress, Australian director, filmed in Australia. Kylie Minogue plays the Tinkerbell thing. Mm-hmm. It's an Australian movie. Right. As soon as Kylie's involved.
Yeah, Kylie's
right.
Kylie, you can't speak ill of Kylie.
No, I think she's great. I have great, Australians are great. I do like it. Go ahead, Dane. And then I have one last story.
It's just weird sometimes. I was hosting Vegas showcase for movies, and Baz Luhrmann was there, Moulin Rouge, and Nicole Kidman. So I was hanging out with him. It's just kind of weird. You brought it up, and that's my whole story. There's no joke, nothing other than I met them at the promotion of the thing.
Well, I think
this is a nicotine whore. It brings two nicotines whore. Who is stronger, me or you? Sorry, whores. Sorry, but that was just for me. I'm a little punchy right now.
I like back in the pocket. Jim, one last question. We're going to ask everyone again, so you can have one more shot.
Sure.
Mm-hmm. This is a story from a viewer that said, if this is not a funny story, we'll just take it out. I don't know if this is a funny story from you. That your father sat you down, you and your wife, to tell you something.
I can't. I can tell you that off the air, but I can't tell it on the air. My dad doesn't. I can tell you off the air. I can't tell it on the air. Sorry.
Right. Okay. Well, we have an after hours section
because my dad doesn't know how to get onto YouTube or anything like that. But it will get back to him on this podcast
for sure. Okay. I didn't know what level of it was, but I apologize.
It's 100%. It's 100% true. It's 100% true. That story. It's.
I don't know the story. That's why I'm waiting to hear.
We're gonna, just the
after.
tease. We don't need the story, but just the tease is gonna trend.
Yeah, we like the tease.
There's this, hey man, it's all about clicks. So let me ask you a question.
Before you bring Hank out, one more question
to the story. I'll tell you this. Okay, we can cut it out if you want. I can tell it to you right now if you want to actually hear it.
No, I don't. I'm scared. I don't want it to accidentally get in.
No, we don't want to embarrass you. I just think that
we don't know how this works.
Did Alex Murray tell you about this story? Because he knows.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, okay. Because me and David have the same manager, so that's what's happened there.
Well, I'll tell you this about the Carvey family, my childhood family with 5 kids and Bud Carvey and all that stuff that went on.
Yeah.
Throw away the key because no one would believe it.
There's some things we leave off the podcast.
Something better not share. Just know that it's a little wacky.
Look, he's 84 this year. If I'm back on the podcast in a couple of years, I might be able to tell you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Give it some time.
2027. We're going to hold you to that.
All right. Thanks, Jim. We'll talk to you soon,
really nice
buddy.
hanging out with you, man. So,
thanks for having us, lads. I really appreciate it.
Enjoyed it. So it was kind of nice. We just
hung up with Jim. Yeah.
Jim Jefferies, who's been around for a while. He's really I found him very affable and funny, likable, interesting.
Yeah, I met him before. I was giving him shit about Brad Pitt because Brad's a great guy. He knows Jim. I think he went on his show in the old days. Jim and I used to work on the same lot. I think when I was doing maybe Lights Out or something, he was around. So super cool dude and big. And he travels. He goes all over the world. That sort of surprised me, the places he goes and how much he can fill them up over there, because who knows? You just never know who knows you out there in the world.
It is kind of a thing. Yeah, the international comedian who just can go all over. I haven't done that. I mean, you did Australia.
Yeah.
Maybe
I didn't do stand-up, though. I just went there to do premieres. I didn't
okay.
Yeah. I wouldn't know. It's scary to go over there because I would love to go, but they said if you go the first time, you just go a small theater, just try to fill it up just to see if it works. And then you go back. Now people know you do it, etc.
Well, I like the idea when he said that you can just drive around the UK.
Yeah, way better.
If you don't like getting in an airplane, you drive around the UK. So that seemed kind of cool. I mean, in Scotland, I have relatives there, distant. I have McDonald on one side. But it seems kind of cool. Maybe we should do a little tour there.
I also like that he has disabled people come back for a meet and greet. That was kind of a cool thing I haven't heard before. It's a good idea.
Because his stand-up, at least in the old days, I was going to ask about his new stand-up, but it was kind of rough and tumble. And then juxtaposing that he helps this disabled person, and then now he has a following backstage and does meet and greets. I mean, that was fascinating because it makes him, it just makes him extremely likable, of course, and human. That is his meet and greet, and the 2-limb thing. The dad can't have. You have to have more. At least 2 limbs not working.
Yeah, I still like Tall Tenor as a name. That's a good name. Maybe not for the next one, but it's a good special name because it's so odd that he goes, they don't have many tall tenors. When do you hear about an opera singing
I'm the tallest tenor you're ever going to see in your life. My Australian accent sucks right now, I'll admit, but I watched an Australian show once with my wife, and then I had it so fucking good.
If anyone can get it, you can. I can't believe they can do American so well. Australian's a very tough one too to do.
Right. We mentioned Margot Robbie in that conversation too, and she also does a perfect American accent.
Yeah.
I mean,
when they came over here, because I went to a speech coach for some movie to do a New Hampshire accent, and she was like, I said, when they come over, what do you do? She said, well, we say, are you from Brooklyn? Are you from Florida? Are you from Arizona? Are you from North Dakota? Like, there's tiny differences all over. So it's not just American accent. They can have one bland one, but is it Southern? What kind of Southern? So there's so many ways to go with that.
Yeah, it's like Americans are enamored by certain accents. And of course, if you meet an Irishman, how are you going? You're sort of like, whoa, from those Irish movies. But I have Irish relatives who ended up in the Bronx in New York. And they'd seen all the Scorsese, De Niro films. And the first guy that talked like, hey, what are you two doing today? What are you doing over here? They were like almost weeping with joy that they're talking to somebody who talks like
it's
this.
really like that.
To them, it was like amazing. If I had someone with a Liverpool accent, I'd be like, oh, wow. But they just love that the exportation of the East Coast accent, all those mafia films. It's huge.
We almost got that story up out of him at the end too, but I have a feeling it was a little rough on the edges.
Yeah, I think the thing about Jim, he came to play. He was very funny, had a lot of energy, and at the end he goes, "Was it all right? Did I talk too much?" I thought that was kind of human because
I know. Please,
I said we love a comedian coming on, and here's a great story. You know, the Russell Crowe restaurant story and stuff. So, very much enjoyable.
Well, thanks for listening. As you know, Monday we have another show. And if you have any questions for us, you could try. Questions. Yeah, we want to hear from you. Fly on the wall at odyssey.com. So,
odyssey.com.
What are some subjects they can ask about, which is pretty much anything?
Yeah, I mean, I would think, how are you feeling about interacting with AI? Do you feel it's a good thing or it's going to take over? Are you frightened of it? Do you own Bitcoin?
These are questions they can ask us, right? And then we answer them.
You ask. We're experts.
We're experts in every field.
Maybe I got this wrong. I just want to know.
No, you got it right. They can ask anything they want. We just say something.
If you're thinking about marrying someone, man or woman, and you want to tell us the situation, if you have doubts, we will tell you whether to marry or not. We will maybe accidentally change your life with these questions or not. I'm not saying I have no ego about it, but feel free to ask us anything that's going on in your life. Or I guess, do we want to invite politics? That's
maybe anything, religion, politics. We have foolproof answers for everything.
Nothing's off limits, and we do have the answer. David's nickname in real life, I'm just putting that out there, is the Oracle. When you need advice or a question about finance or life issues or anxiety and depression, how to defeat it, anything, the Oracle, a.k.a. David Spade.
Hey, guys, if you're loving this podcast, which you are, be sure to click follow on your favorite podcast app, give us a review, 5-star rating, and maybe even share an episode that you loved with a friend.
If you're watching this episode on YouTube, please subscribe. We're on video now.
Fly on the Wall is presented by Odyssey and executive produced by Danny Carvey and David Spade, Heather Santoro and Greg Holtzman, Maddie Sprung-Kaiser, and Leah Reese-Dennis of Odyssey.
Our senior producer is Greg Holtzman, and the show is produced and edited by Phil Sweettech.
Booking by Cultivated Entertainment.
Special thanks to Patrick Fogarty, Evan Cox, Maura Curran, Melissa Wester, Hillary Schuff, Eric Donnelly, Colin Gaynor, Sean Cherry, Kirk Courtney, and Lauren Vieira.
Reach out with us any questions to be asked and answered on the show. You can email us at flyonthewall at odyssey.com. That's AUDACY.com. We always preen and print, but that's fine. That's how we start. We look, we get a feel for it, we see what's going on, we go, all right.
Right, exactly. I dare anyone to stare at themselves on a laptop for an hour.
Yeah, I dare. You won't like it.
Kind of go like this or,
Listen, okay, so here's what I'll start because we're going to get right into the stories. This is kind of our new version. We're back. We're doing things. We're on all video now.
Oh, yeah.
We're definitely going to do some fan questions at the end of these shows. And you can email your questions into flyonthewall at odyssey.com. And that can be a written question, a voiced text, or a video. We're so dumb, man. We should not have a show. But then we'll play them or we'll read them.
That's
and we'll
right.
give you life advice, financial, anything.
A new segment that I want to do.
Okay.
And I'll tell you more about it. It's take 30 seconds. Okay. And now it's time for Shaggy News. Hey, gee, Scoob, I don't think it was such a good idea to vacation in Tehran.
Why not?
Well, for one thing, Trump dropped a bunker buster on Fordo Mountain. Some people think the damage was minimum. Others think it was severe. We gotta get out of here. What are you doing here, dog and man? I come get you. We gotta make. Where's the mystery van, Scoop? I don't know.
Where's Velma? She's getting gangbanged. Keep running.
So I want the fans, anyone listening, to come in with different topics for Shaggy News.
Oh, okay.
Because we need more news. We need more segments that'll come back and forth. Did you get the part where he goes, but Trump dropped a bunker buster on Fordo Mountain, and then the dog goes, a minimum or severe? Some people think it's minimum.
Actually, I didn't get that part. That's funny.
I know, minimum or severe. Now, some people thought it was minimum damage. Other people think it's severe. We gotta go, Scoob. You come back here, Kadamokaka.
What if Scooby goes, it looked like the rocks pretty much smashed everything. How much nuclear stuff can take an avalanche? Well, that's a good question.
It's very hard to move your radioactive material. It's heavy and hard to get to the other mountains. There were 3 bunker busters. One creates the hole, and the other goes down the shaft. So anyway, that
sounds like
just
a
made
porn.
Me laugh. The most innocent cartoon versus this.
I like it. Well, we're off to a 10 out of 10. And
10 out of 10 on Fly on the Wall. So
I will tell you, we're going,
away.
everybody, Superfly's gone. It's all Fly on the Wall. No one can wrap their head around it. And with what's going on in the world, it's just this is really the only place to go to find.
You got to have some fun with it, like so Danny, I had a hard time with the gonna be New York mayor's name. It's not just because it's Zohan Mandani or not Zohan.
It's not Zohan. It's not Waterboy.
But it's Z-O.
It's one Sandler movie.
Hey, Scoob, how do you pronounce the name of the next mayor of New York? I don't know. I was trying to give him a nickname like Eisenhower had Ike. There was Tricky Dick.
Yeah.
Obama was B.O. actually, occasionally.
Yeah.
Barack Obama. But for Zoman. Anyway, go ahead.
Is
David.
it just Zoe? Do they call him Zoe?
Zoe could be Zoman, because it's Mandini. It's Zohan Mandini.
Yeah.
Imagine him trying to pronounce my name, Dana Garney, and
No, his has a lot more letters. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to buy a vowel.
I'd like to buy a vowel.
Oh, I will tell you quickly. We're going right into the news, but I didn't tell you that when I was eating on the road. By the way, are you near? Where am I going? Sonoma, Heather?
Yeah, no, Saratoga.
Saratoga. Are you near that?
Oh yeah. Are you playing the outdoor amphitheater?
Yeah.
I've done that several times. I did it with Dennis and Kevin once.
It's
a couple
fun.
times.
That place is gorgeous.
It's up on a mountain and the near Silicon Valley, basically up in the redwoods.
Yeah.
You wind your way up, and it's a winery. And
it's like a little 2-lane street up there, and then it's almost like carved into the mountain. It looks like Rome.
And for an outdoor theater, it's incredibly intimate.
Yeah, it's great. So that'll be 2 weeks from now, but you're welcome to do a guest spot. Okay. Other than that, when I was on the road this weekend, we went to Chili's one night, which was a real treat. I like to treat everybody. And this is a funny thing. Does this happen
Chili's?
to you?
Why don't you take everyone to Koi or something?
I like how Dana goes, wait, did you say Chili's? That was the treat?
Treating at Chili's. You're not getting they're pretty reasonable, I hope, financially.
No, I'm on the road, and so we just say,
all right.
They always recommend, when you're in Cleveland, you got to go to the spot. But, it's too fast moving. Like, I'm not going to have a luxurious 7-course meal. We got to eat, get to the show, get ready.
You want a branded one. Yeah,
unless we're going after, at least I know what I'm getting. I like it. So we go in there, and have you ever had this? You sort of get overhelped because restaurants, they're happy to have you there. It's like Mr. Carvey, we've got this, and then they go.
They don't see David Spade and Boom that often. Yeah.
They don't see anyone, so they go, "Hey, I'm the assistant night floor manager of this quadrant of the restaurant. If you need anything, by the way, they don't want you. I go, yeah, A1. They're like,
A1.
Oh, hey, does anyone know if we have A1? So they don't really want anything. They just want to come over and say hi. Anyway, so we have about 4 different people do that. And then we're eating. And one guy leans over. I think it's a total stranger. He leans over near Catherine because we're like on a booth. And he goes, hey, I'm taking off, guys. And we go, okay. And he goes, yeah, I'm wrapping up. I hung in there a little extra to see you guys, but you guys good? Got your chips? I go, yep. And he goes,
Yeah.
so I think I'm going to cruise. I'm like, oh, you work here? I didn't know. You know, he was one of the assistant managers that came over, and then he comes and lets us down gently that he has to take.
Well, probably a nice guy. In his mind, he's going,
a great guy.
Hey, don't worry about saying the dishwasher. Eddie, don't worry about it. I got the back. We got a celebrity out there. Remember Tommy Boy? He's in a restaurant. I got his back, you know, but I got to go soon. I got to tell him that I got to leave, and he's not going to take it lightly. So, you know, you back me up on this.
Right.
So he had a whole thing in his head, but sounds like a very nice guy.
He's very nice, and it was very funny because it took us all a second to go, does that guy work? And they're like, yeah, he came up at the beginning. There's one of the 6 people that came up. We're like, oh, because, you know, people come and say, hey, hi, hey,
yeah.
hi.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I'm leaving now.
Listen, I didn't know you're here, but now I'm taking off. So anyway, that was fun. Chili's was fun. Gigs were fun.
Can I tell you my 10-second true story that's not funny about food on the road? Green Bay, playing Green Bay, Wisconsin.
Yep.
Say to the promoter after that, where's a good place to eat? And he goes, yeah, Ted's Steakhouse. They got real big food down there. Big food. Yeah. And over at Eddie's Lasagna, they got really big food. You know, both those places got real big food. And I'm not kidding. That's exactly what I heard. Big food.
And did you get big food?
I don't know. I'm a miniature man. Everywhere I go, my wife and I constantly have to, let's split it. We're never disappointed. It's like you're getting a turkey sandwich and it's the size of a watermelon, you know, and some fries. I mean,
I went to a restaurant last night. By the way, I saw Drew Barrymore, Heather's favorite.
She was
eating there. She was hilariously cute. She looked great. Actually, had no makeup on. She had like a baseball. She looked so cute. So she was fun to see. And then we were ordering spaghetti, me and my friend, and they have regular and large. Okay. Large was 130, and I'm like,
for spaghetti?
For spaghetti and gold balls? I mean, what is fucking happening? 130. I go, how big is it? And they're like, it's really big for 130. It's like this.
And like, who's going to eat that? Is it
that's 130? I think this. But Dana, it didn't. They go, it could fit like 3 people. I go, it better.
Well, did you order it?
No, Dana. No, I don't have Dana Carvey money. Yeah.
Can I tell you my Drew Barrymore story?
We never do the show. Yeah, let's do one more.
It's 10 seconds. It shows you how sweet she is. And it was so we're at Sandler's, you know, DC thing, right? You know, when he got his Mark Twain Award and she's backstage. And I said, yeah, I really like your show. You're a natural at that. You're great. And she just paused with all sincerity, like just went, really? You think so? She's been on for like 3 years.
Sweet, yeah.
And then later on, we're taking the picture and she just puts her hand on my leg. Not in a sexual way, just very friendly. Let's have her back on.
Yes, she's hilarious because I told her an embarrassing story, but it was funny. So let's hit right to the news. We're not right to the news. Obviously, we didn't go right to it, but we will.
Well, we had our little preamble. Okay,
here's one. This one is, we've heard these things about Bill Gates. Bill Gates finally releases his GMO mosquitoes. I think it was Florida. Now, I thought this was odd because what do you have to know to be able to, like, I'm rich, but I'm not, I get to drop mosquitoes on people rich. Like, I can't operate on mosquitoes and they go, Dana, I think I've hit a money, level where I'm going to drop spiders on Arizona. Like, they're good ones. I've trained them. I think they're going to eat the bad ones. So this always is peculiar how much money he can buy. He's not a scientist, right?
No. Well, okay. They're genetically modified mosquitoes, so they will not transmit diseases by biting people. Is that it?
I think ideally, if the mosquito goes along with it, they bite a bad mosquito and then they die. But now you got the GMO ones that now want to run the show. And I don't want any added mosquitoes. How about that?
Well, I'd seen I think it was on PBS, I saw a documentary about this, and they're interviewing Bill Gates, and he goes, well, I really don't like mosquitoes, and I'm going to try to get rid of them. How much money will it take? Not much, maybe $2 billion.
I know. I mean, if you got mosquito money,
that's the worst Bill Gates impression.
I know it's kind of Kermit the. No, I don't know.
It's a little Kermity. I know. I apologize.
No, it's good because
I shouldn't apologize because I read one of the comments says I apologize all the time.
Do not apologize.
Fuck
for that.
these people, man.
Yeah, the comments really, they're pretty nice, but right toward the end, for some reason, they start to go, "Hey, by the way, get fucked."
By the
so
way.
That's at the very end, but I poo-poo that thing. That doesn't hurt me.
I have an AI device, and I say only read me comments that refer to David Spade, so it's really comfortable, and I watch. And there's a lot of good ones in there.
Oh, good. Okay,
there's some good ones in there.
All right, let's move on from Mosquito Gate.
Let's go.
Which I disapprove of. I'm going to say. Oh, this one is Pacers staff. Pacers just were in the finals. They tell ESPN to stop filming an emotional TJ McConnell after the Game 7 loss. I thought of this during it when I was watching it. I'm like, hey, that's enough because this guy is really going to live with this forever because he did do well. You remember this kid. You watched these games.
Unbelievable. I watched every single game. He's listed at 6. He's probably 5'10".
Yeah.
He's the speediest guy on the floor. His stats were off the charts. And
even his mom is telling.
So now they're out in a hallway.
How much crying can you do, though, to be honest?
How do we know he's
But why are they following him? Get lost. Stop, I'm breastfeeding. But watch, and the coach waves him off. But he had kind of a blunder in all the chaos. Did he come in for Halliburton or something?
Well, he started playing more and more minutes, and then Halliburton went out, so he played more minutes.
In a Game 7 when everything is on, it's very high stakes,
locked and loaded, and they had won Game 6, so they had expectations to win the championship. I didn't, because I was sort of like, okay, the game's over, so I didn't watch the ending part. But I don't think he did anything wrong. I think he played balls out. I thought the guy was unbelievable. Off the bench, he scored more points, more rebounds, more assists than anyone coming off the bench in the history of the NBA Finals.
Is that true?
So he was crying from joy.
No, because I know he got mobbed and he got caught up in a scrum under the basket and he lost the ball. And it was toward the end. And that one, I was like, oh. And then I think he went back and something else happened, like he got it stolen.
Was it close enough for that to have made a difference?
I don't think so, but I know that I remember going, wow, because I'd look away and then look up because it looked like it was getting over with. But I thought that he's going to think about that. And then when I saw him bawling, I don't even say crying, I say bawling, one worse. I get it. That's Game 7 and you do something, even though all the good he did, you just feel like.
I know. The one thing about our chosen career, which can be emotionally violent, we get a lot of chances,
Yeah.
That is tough. You may, as an NBA player, you don't know if you'll ever get back to the NBA Finals. So,
but
a lot of props.
We both cry a lot off camera.
Well, a lot of times
after the podcast.
A lot of times I'm tearing up on camera.
Yes, you are.
I have a cry filter that I can put on.
You cry because you think a joke doesn't work or we skipped something.
Joke didn't work. I rushed Scooby-Doo. I apologize for doing my Kermit the Frog Bill Gates impression. Well, geez, Dana, I think you need to go to a therapist, doesn't he, Scoob? Yes, he needs help.
He seems a little off.
I'm doing him Yoda at this point. Go ahead.
Yeah, that was Yoda too. We interrupt Julie Bowen the whole time. I just saw one clip and I was like, oof. She's on the other sister show, Fly on the Wall also. That's what it should be called. Fly on the Wall also.
Well, people should be happy because our thing is to interrupt each other and interrupt our guests. Without it, where would we be?
Yeah, someone put in the comments on YouTube, stop interrupting Julie. And I go, why start now? That was actually Nick Swartz and that idiot wrote that.
Well, I would just say there's a very fine line between a spirited conversation because you don't want the air to get out of the balloon where you're not responding in the moment. Because if I'm talking to you at a restaurant and you say, I have a flat tire, and also I go, wait a minute, you got a flat tire? Yeah. But wait till you hear the next part. So it's organic and human to interrupt.
Well, I wrote back with someone and said, they go, you're not a great interviewer. I go, we're not really interviewing. We're just bullshitting with someone that we like, and we're all talking.
It's a conversation. It's not a straight up, 60 minutes interview.
Yeah, it's not Barb Walters. All right, well, we got out of that one. That was pretty good. Okay, so what's the next story? Oh, okay, so here's what happens. This lady gets porch pirated so many times, she fills her box with black widows and then just says, whatever happens, happens. This guy gets it. Now he wants to sue her. This is what black widows do, Heather.
Texas man is fighting for his life
A
in the
little
hospital
extreme.
after he stole a package off of a woman's front porch, only to go back to his car, open it up, and see that it was full of black widow spiders. This woman was tired of this man coming by and
Can't stand
stealing
the
all
porch
of her
spider
packages before she could get home from work, so she made a
World.
little package that was just for him. When he popped that package open in his car, a bunch of spiders came flying out, and they bit him all over his face, and then he started swelling up and getting nauseous, so he had to go to the ER, and then he called the police and would like to file assault charges against her for setting up that booby trap. So the police contact the woman and they're like, did you put a decoy package full of black widow spiders out on your front porch? And she's like, oh no, those black widows are my pets. Were you able to find them? I saw that they were missing and I just have them in a box because they like to play in there while I'm at work. And the police were like, oh, this guy, he stole the box and then they bit his face and he whacked a couple of them. So they're no longer with us. And the woman's like, he killed my pets. That's completely unwarranted. I'd like to file charges against him.
Double burn. Wow. Crime of the century.
So was it somewhat credible that she left him on a box on the porch? She set the trap, no pun intended.
Yeah.
Leaving the box. The guy took the box rather than she put him in the car.
Right. They put him by the door and these old people just get out and steal everything. Yeah.
And then he opened up and they attacked his face.
And that was like the 6th time he stole from her. So, I mean, people just wait for the Amazon guy, follow the Amazon guy up to your door and steal it. And the Amazon guy is not going to gun him down. I mean, no one's doing enough. In my
previous residence in West Hollywood, if there was a bag outside the gate or a package, broad daylight,
gone.
I'd give it less than a minute.
Wow, really?
Gone. Oh, yeah. I don't know it's there, but anything, if someone had said I left outside the gate, they go, when? Oh, like 10 minutes ago. I go, I was gone. So the people trolling everywhere, following Amazon trucks, and then right afterwards grabbing what they can and running away.
I think what happened is citizens are going to start fighting back. There's so much crime that goes unpunished that it will turn a little like Wild West where people get shot, people get hit, people get beat up by regular people because they just finally can't take it anymore. It's like when you see fights at McDonald's and stuff, people walk in, they're mad they don't have their sauce, they're mad they didn't do their order right. They climb over and start beating the shit out of employees. That's the most infuriating because these people are going to work trying. And the people that aren't working come in and beat them up and harass them. And you go, and then the people inevitably get fired. And you go, how much shit can you take when you work at those places? And just if everyone's on perfect behavior, it's a tough job. But don't go in there and make fun of those people. And they're up early trying to work and then get beat up, get spit on, get food thrown at them. And they got to deal with it. And they can't really fight back.
I'm
it's
with
so
you.
horrible.
Because I was a dishwasher and a busboy and a waiter when my rent was like $100. And so the respect I have for people doing these jobs 40 hours a week, not turning to a life of crime. Yeah. But I think this spider thing might catch on. I think it's it's not
a bad idea.
Good way to dissuade.
And then she sued him. What a burn. Okay, next one. Let's see. In 2006, psychiatrist asked, okay, this is just a random thing. How many patients have you cured?
How many patients have you been able to cure so far?
I would say 1.
How many people have I cured? Well, there are no real cures right now in psychiatry.
Yeah. Do you have any? You asked me about the issue about how many people I've cured.
Yes, we do.
I don't know that any of us are
sweating.
Ever completely cured of anything.
It's not a good ad for the psychiatrist business.
As long as they're going $400 an hour, I'm okay with the shitty record. If you owe it'll be $400.
Still no cures.
Still no. Well,
there's a lot of maybe medicine, but yeah, I don't know if. I mean, people tell me to go to one. Obviously, everyone I've ever dated, and they go to a psychiatrist and I say, "Oh, okay," and they go, "I've got a great one I've been going to for 13 years." I go, "Well, that already." It's like when you go to my chiropractor, I've been going to him for 27 years. I said, "I don't know if." So no one's getting actually fixed.
No one's getting fixed. I do think it's, cognitive behavioral therapy is at least not curing, but it's like, instead of doing this, do this.
Mhm.
Instead of thinking this, think this. Should I tell this person to fuck off? Yes. And then
Right.
you do it. So that's actionable. But sort of, my dad said this, my mom, I don't know. I don't know. You can change someone's brain.
You know what? It's weird because I went to one and I was talking a lot, obviously, per my brand, but they just listened the whole time. And after the third time, I go, "Where are the fixes?" No, just talk. I'm like, "Are you even awake? Like, are we going to do a whole season of me talking? And at the very last episode, you tell me what you think, or how does it work?" I thought there'd be more back and forth. And I think that's right. I think that's wrong. Why don't you think about it like this? And because I would say, I think I'm maybe out of line on this thinking. And they're like, "And why do you think that?" I'm like, "Well, I'm looking for you. I already think what I think."
It's like comedians, it's a scalability. I mean, some therapists, I tried a few and then I found one that I thought was helpful because it was so in your face advice. But, I don't know. I don't know. It's kind of like a scam, I guess, in a way. I knew someone that was trained to be a psychologist or a therapist. She said her first day of therapy, a guy came in and said, "Hey, man, I've been here for almost 45 minutes. I don't get a banger. If I don't get a banger the next 2 minutes, I ain't coming back." That's what he said on her very first patient.
What does it mean?
It means some kind of big Mount Rushmore sort of epiphanal thing to say,
epiphany
this
of
is your problem.
That's it.
Yeah, so I need a banger, man. You're sitting here bullshitting me, charging me $400 an hour. I need a banger.
Yeah, too many singles. Give me a fucking home run.
That's what I think. Sometimes, when I'm in the wings and you're doing stand-up, I'll just turn to the crew and go, "He needs a banger, man."
That's what the audience says to each other.
No, you kill all the time.
They go, "Bring Dana back on." Okay, let's do one. Let's do more. Come on. Not one more. Oh, Dana, we haven't done any noises lately.
I know.
Why would AI do this? This sounds mean. AI creates obese Olympics.
Well, AI just does as it's told, right?
I know, but there's so many other things you can make AI. That's not fake, is it?
Well, that's AI.
Had to bring that out.
There's never been a more appropriate use of that sound.
I mean,
AI is cruel.
AI is really not like a friend.
Who was the person who thought of that? Hey, guess what? Shut up, Brian. Let's tell the AI to make an obese woman go backward of a high dive and have a whole building collapse.
You're